And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 23 of the Squared Circle Relics Podcast. I'm joined today, as always, by Mr. David Lloyd, El Presidente himself, and Mr. Jamie Stocker. How are you boys doing?
Evening, boys.
Episode 23.
Today.
Just about.
Episode 23. Michael Jordan.
Boom.
Done.
For those who don't know, we normally record on a Thursday. However, Chris asked us to move it to a Wednesday,
and we both agreed.
And we both agreed.
No problem, Chris. Totally fine.
We both forgot.
I was sitting in the studio waiting.
Yeah.
First there for once.
Yeah.
And
Happy to be there earlier.
I tell you
to be
what,
honest,
though,
I was ready to go, mate. I would have easily done it. It's just Jamie was playing
Chef
fucking
Ramsay,
Gordon Ramsay,
My-
Chef Ramsay down there.
my entire evening had been planned out in front of me for my cooking skills. But there you are. We're here now, though. We're here Sunday.
I tell you what, though, it's a good job it was you boys that forgot it was my missus' birthday, and it wasn't me that forgot it was my missus' birthday. So,
yeah.
So her birthday was on the Thursday, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Did she have a good one?
Yes, very good. And, you know, I would have spoken about this before. One of the things that she asked for her birthday, can you guess it?
Yes.
We're here.
Margaret.
Head out the car.
Put your ears away, Margaret. We're coming in.
What are we here to talk about today? Cards. She asked for fucking cards. I couldn't believe it.
No way.
Not wrestling cards. She asked for F1 cards. So
that's cool, man.
Is that her first sort of step into that world, or has she sort of dabbled
absolutely,
before?
yeah. So she sent me a link of Turbo Attacks, and I said no. We're not doing Turbo Attacks. So I sent a link back for Topps Chrome.
Yeah,
and she said, "Fuck off! This is like 200 odd quid." So we
Lights Out.
So Lights Out is what I went for because she hadn't seen it, but it was nice colours and do you know what I mean?
Brilliant.
It's just a nice
intro, isn't
set.
it? Just to rip and get into it, yeah.
Yeah, but she wasn't so you get 2 numbered cards per box.
Yeah.
And she got Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. She's a Mercedes fan. So
really?
She wasn't very happy with that.
Really?
So we're going to sell them and we're going to buy a Lewis Hamilton card.
I can potentially do a trade with you if you want. I've got Lewis.
Sweet.
Oh, they are nice.
In the back burner.
Trades on trades.
Trades on trades.
That's what it's all about,
I'm
isn't
not a
it?
Ferrari fan either, but I cannot. I've really gone off the F1 at the minute, to be honest. It's
really
since the whole debacle of getting over to. I'm a bit bitter about the fact that I didn't get to go to Las Vegas, but to be honest, it's been dominated by. Ironically, it's been dominated by Verstappen's whining. And I'm whining about Verstappen's whining, but I'm just sick of it, to be honest. He's great. He's got the best car, and yet.
But if he doesn't come first,
oh fucking hell! It's
Jesus,
like
you're gonna know about it.
I'm just sick of it. I'm literally. The thing is, Lewis for years, you know, he was the bully boy and stuff like that, but at least he didn't go on this fucking whining offensive, which Verstappen does, and it just drives me insane at the minute. Drives me insane. But it's kind of put me off a bit, to be honest. I should be a Red Bull fan coming from Milton Keynes, but I just can't fucking stand them. Bunch of arseholes, to be honest.
I tried to dabble a little bit at the beginning of the season. I thought, this is the season I'm going to get into F1. I thought about watching Drive to Survive to get me caught up. And I thought, no, this is the year I'm going to do it. And I haven't. So maybe next year I'll crack on it. But I think
it's the one reason I've still got Sky is because of the Formula One every year, and I've hardly watched it. I watched about 10 minutes of the race. It doesn't help having a baby who doesn't want to watch Formula One, right? But other than that, I'm really struggling with it this season. And it's the first time in about 10 years. So yeah,
wow,
real painful, to be honest.
It does make sense though. If you're meant to be going and then you're not going, it's kind of
Yeah,
makes sense. So, how about you, Jamie? You all good?
Yeah, all good. All good. Our side, really. I went over to a car boot today. One of the first car boots of the year. Actually managed to find wrestling cards for the first time ever. It's quite
mad.
It's interesting to see like what is now coming back round. Obviously, in the past, obviously you had like so much random shit like Beanie Babies and all that sort of stuff. But it's interesting seeing now that like
Beanie Baby.
Or
a car boot full of fucking Beanie Babies.
And like old football, like 100 goals and all these sort of VHSs, these like goal compilation tapes and stuff. Do you know what I
mean? They were big business back in the day.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Like Rory McGrath's, whatever it is, football hiccups. But no, it's interesting seeing what's now like. There's a lot of like ruthless aggression figures and stuff, and boxes of that sort of thing, But I actually got some wrestling cards today, which I'm gonna sort through. So yeah, no, good bank holiday weekend so far, which is all good.
Decent,
sweet,
decent. And you all good, Dave?
Yeah, all good. Well, a little bit of a sore throat today, but it's expected.
Some prime in your life. That's what you need.
Baby's good. It's all going well. It really is. It's good times at the minute. Just very aware we've got a lot of bank holidays
on the trot
in May, which is lovely. It's nice for the King to give us a day off next Monday as well. It's all good times. So yeah, all good. All good. Thanks, mate.
Wrestling. Have we actually watched any?
Trying to think, actually.
Hasn't. Jamie, how's AEW?
Well,
AEW, Jamie.
I think you asked it. I have seen this week's, but I can't remember what happened on it. When Jade and Taya Valkyrie for the TBS title, that wasn't too bad of a match. Yeah, we're kind of in this period now where things are being stretched out to get to Double or Nothing, if that makes sense, We're kind of like got the BCC and the Elite. We're kind of at that point where that's reached its crux, and you're kind of now like just ready for that big match now, really. They got the 4-way sort of match with like the pillars. That seems to be a case of now they're sort of stretching it out as many weeks as they possibly can, But no, it's still all right. It's still good for a couple of hours, entertainment wise. I think everyone's now just waiting for this supposed second, show to come up on the Saturday and like this Punk return or whatever it's going to be. I think people are now just waiting for that period.
I wanted to ask you. Dave's already let us know his feelings on that one. That was what I wanted to ask about. What do you guys think? Because obviously backstage at WWE in Chicago.
Backstage at Impact yesterday.
Backstage at Impact yesterday, I heard.
Yeah.
He's doing the rounds, basically. I'm still a good guy. Really, I am. No, you're not. You're a twat. I can care less. I think the business is a lot better without him, personally. I just think he brings drama, needless drama.
Negativity.
I haven't. Ironically, I'm being negative about it about his negativity. But really, I just don't care. He's had his day. He's left. I haven't missed him. If people have missed him, great. If they want him back, fantastic. But what is he really going to bring that's going to be any different to what he brought the last time round?
Yeah,
I don't see, to be honest.
I think this time round, if people maybe have this thing of like having him just for a sit period, maybe like through the summer months, then go away, come back for 3 months. I think maybe that could be the way forward with him, that he doesn't get too ingrained with the politics and backstage and stuff, and have him sort of that special attraction thing. I think that would be workable for everybody, really. But
just wheel him out every time they go to Chicago. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like have a feud in Chicago and then bugger off again, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Tony seems to be putting everything up against it. So
I'll tell you what I have been watching though from the AEW world, and that was the All Access.
All Access, yeah. I watched that last night actually.
I love a bit of bitchy drama behind the scenes. I love like Total Divas.
Total Bellas.
Yeah, one of the reasons that my missus kind of, I wouldn't say likes, but like tolerates wrestling, I suppose.
Can tolerate.
Yeah, tolerate, and that was from watching Divas, to be honest. So No, I like it. I think it was quite well done. It was. I'm not saying that they're following the wrong people, but it's people I don't care about Sami Zayn and Ty Conti, to be honest. Like
Sami Zayn.
Sammy Guevara or Sami Zayn. I don't potentially. You know what I mean? I just don't.
I did think that they spent a lot of time on them. Did you not think?
Yeah,
they
especially
spent a lot of time on the same people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to rehabilitate his a persona, basically.
Well, people don't like him, do they? That's the thing.
I'm not. And it's like, I'm not a bad guy. Really, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the other stuff, I love the fact that Britt is like the centerpiece for it. She deserves to be, and she seems like a really nice person, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the most I've ever seen her talk outside of like a one-on-one interview, and it's quite nice to get to see that side of her.
Yeah, I think as well with Adam Cole, I think most people know him like he's a generally nice guy, and it's nice to see him sort of. Yeah. I know he's obviously really struggles with it all, but it's still nice to see that they, fairly nice people both round, really. Though.
Yeah. It was a bit of a shame watching like his. It's not his demise, but his resurrection. Basically, you don't see the demise of it, but you see the resurrection. But you see the struggles of the resurrection, and it's quite sad watching it, to be honest, because you don't want to see people, if you like them or don't like them, but you don't want to see them like down to their core, basically. And I think that's what you're seeing. So, but it's good. I think I enjoy it.
With Cole and Baker as well, just reminded as well, obviously they announced the Owen Hart tournament again for this year, which again is going to be finishing up in Calgary and sort of doing things at Forbidden Door and stuff. So that'd be quite nice over the next couple of weeks and months to see who gets put in that this year. So.
Yeah.
The only thing I think about that show, though, is that the Bucks seem to be a bit shoehorned in.
I guess they weren't there, for most of it, weren't they? They were sort of that sabbatical, if that makes sense.
Well, no, the show starts just as they come back.
Oh, okay.
But it feels like that
a dumbed down version of being the elite, or like they can't
100%. They don't need to be on it. You know what I mean? They've got their own show.
Got their own. Absolutely.
And it just feels like they've been put in because they've had to be put in, kind of thing. And
or they've gone like, you guys do this you've been doing this for years and years. You'll be good at this, and then it just doesn't translate.
It didn't click for me. Yeah, it didn't click for me, to be honest. But other than that, it's a really good show. Go and watch it, guys, if you haven't seen it. It's on ITV 4, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. One of them.
Whichever one of them it is.
There's a geezer putting up on YouTube as well, so which is always handy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Other than that, no other wrestling. We have to talk about the draft.
I was about to say, let's just quickly mention the draft. It's only been night 1 so far, right?
Yeah, Friday night SmackDown,
Well, the thing is, like, we have to talk about the new belt as well, right?
Oh, yes.
Beforehand, thoughts about the belt.
The non-lineage belt.
Why? No. No.
Well, you know why, is to make Cody the champion.
No, I understand. But no. All I mean is that fucking thing in the middle, like the WWE sign.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone.
Well, if you're going to make a belt, don't do it like the big gold belt and then put the WWE sign. Make something different. Make something. Either go back to that belt and have that belt, or
just go back to the belt.
Exactly.
I was going to open up a lawsuit with them actually over this, because that looks just like a belt I'd done on SmackDown versus Raw 10 years ago. So I might have worked with it.
Too right.
It does look a bit Mickey Mouse, to be honest. It does. But I mean, it's just been set up for Cody, isn't it? It just looks, the way they're doing it, it's pretty poor, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know if either of you two guys can clarify for myself, but so is there now 3 world championships?
Yes, because you've got the Raw and SmackDown combined, haven't you? Yeah.
Well, it's the black belt is the real belt.
WWE
it's the WWE World Heavyweight Championship,
Universal,
which is not really a belt in my eyes, to be honest. the blue belt is not really a belt. And now you've got this one that is basically the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah. So they've got 3 belts.
And they've just...
Because they can't...
No. And they've just drafted Gunther, I think, haven't they, over to Raw? So that kind of like... That IC title been boosted up is now on over Raw, in theory. So it's like, well, where the hell does this new belt kind of fit in, you know?
Well, they'll have, I don't know. We'll see over the next couple of weeks, but do we care? Not so much. I mean, to be honest, there wasn't many great shakes in that draft, to be honest. The Street Profits and Bianca going to SmackDown, I think, were the only kind of notable, like, oh, okay. They've moved from Raw to SmackDown. Yeah. Great.
I think AJ's on SmackDown as well, which is be quite good to see him mix up with new people and stuff, you know? Yeah.
And the call-ups of the ladies.
Indy.
Yes. So I was a bit surprised. I was a bit surprised that they finally, like, they given Indy the belt and then they've just promoted her up. Yeah. It just seems a bit like, well, why have you done that then?
Yeah.
So.
Drop the belt and then go up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens on Raw. Obviously, I'm expecting Bron to finally be boosted up.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to see. Anything can happen now.
And it's whether or not they stick to it as well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How long does it normally last? A couple of months.
And then Bloodline appears on Raw by the next pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's just Cody will win the belt. He'll face Roman. Roman will win the 3rd belt. Then they'll have to make another belt, so there'll be 4.
Never-ending belts.
Just keep making belts, and Roman just come out with all the belts. It'd be great.
It'd be coming out looking like that Ultimate Dragon, wouldn't he?
Title still.
Yeah.
Does the 24/7 title still exist, or is that?
No,
they binned it off, didn't they? When Vince went,
literally, Nikki Cross put it in the bin
and missed,
and missed, slid down the side. Like the piece of shitted. I would be interested. The only thing that kind of makes me go, would they do that? So I'm thinking on Monday that they might put Jay over to Raw and put Jimmy in SmackDown.
Could do.
And then make Jimmy and Solo a tag team potentially, and let Jay go on a singles run finally. That's the only thing I can think about that might be hang on a second. That seems like a good idea. Because Jay's been waiting for this for ages now.
He's, as well, prior to the draft, they had the Bloodline as like a whole group with everyone in it. And then I noticed, obviously, when it was drafted, it was just Solo and Roman, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So they kind of separated it at some point, So
I don't know, but that for me would be really the one thing I'd like to see happen.
Yeah.
But it's just me spitballing an idea.
Time will tell. Shall we do what we're here to do and talk about some cards?
Yeah.
Trading cards, you know those things?
Yeah.
Little rectangle things. Card news. So we do have a bit of card news this week.
Quite a lot.
We'll start off with AEW. So new arrivals. We've had a few drops of these. So the first drop was
Nigel and Jay.
Yeah.
Nigel McGuinness and Jay White. My head went blank just then. Sorry.
That was
the second one was Commander.
And that was only a couple of days after we recorded, wasn't it? So that appeared. We thought it was going to be, didn't we, Nigel and Jay, didn't we? So.
Yeah. No, it broke on the show.
Oh, okay. At the end, of course it did. Yes, right.
Yeah, it broke on the show. Yeah. But I didn't get any. Did you get any?
How many did you buy, Chris?
I lie.
I didn't buy any. So.
Oh, gee. Okay.
No, so listen to Matt, friend of the show. He
ATP?
sent us ATP now, new member.
We have 8 members of the ATP now, guys.
A couple new ones.
You know what I mean? Good times.
But yeah, he sent a little trade, so I've managed to get the base of them. So big shout out to him. What about you, Jamie?
Yeah, again, I bought a couple of packs, but shout out to Matt from ATP, hooked me up with a couple of things I was missing as well. So good brothers up, and I think that was sort of his doorway in. I thought, you know what, with everyone in the group knew of him. Why not add him in as well? So he was honourably added to the ATP chat. So yeah, no, I got those two.
I had you there as well, Jamie. He said to me, "Do you want the Nigel Gold?" And I went, "No, but I know a man who does." So, yeah, you got lucky with that one, to be honest, mate. To be honest, it's very good of him.
So yeah, no, you're really pleased with that. But yeah, that's what I got from those two. Weren't you, Lloydie?
Yeah, what about Mr. David Lloyd not going to buy any new arrivals?
Sucking farts. Jay the sart fucker.
Episode title complete.
Sart fucker. Oh God, my throat hurts, guys. I'm sorry. The fart sucker, Jay White. So I didn't buy that many. I didn't buy that many. So I didn't buy any Nigel. I didn't really want Nigel. So I bought 2 of the fart sucker. Sark fucker. I bought 2 of his cards, and I thought, right, I didn't get any silvers or golds, so I thought, right, fine, no. And then a couple of weeks ago, they did the promo for Bullet Club Gold.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I like this, even though I was hoping kind of Jay would get away from it now, but Bullet Club for life, happy days. I thought, right, I'll buy 1 more pack, see what happens. I pulled a gold. Yay!
Boom.
So that was really cool. So I thought, right, well, I've got the base and I've got the gold. So I did a trade and I got the silver as well. So I've got all 3 of the J.
Nice.
I did buy a Commander 1 pack just to see what was, if I would get anything, and I didn't get anything. So I just thought, right, I'm not going to buy any more. There's no point. It's not like I don't like him. I think he's quite good, but I'm not paying more money towards it, to be honest. So that was it.
So with that Jay White trilogy you've got then, so will you get the Jay White achievement at the end of the year, won't you, for the first encounter for Jay White? Is that right? Is that how you do it for the achievements?
No, I don't. No, I think you have to get all of the golds to get an achievement, and then all of the silvers to get an achievement, I think.
Oh, right, okay, fine. You don't get just like one person.
Just getting, no.
Your way sounds better, so. Jamie, but no.
Yeah,
your way does sound a lot more
that's how it works.
Positive.
Fair enough.
But yeah, but annoyingly, I've got the juice, I've got the base and the silver, but I haven't got the gold. So I'm going to have to try and find, I think there's only 42.
Wow.
Juice golds, so, and none of them are up for sale at the minute, so I'm gonna have to try and find one, and then, but yeah, I didn't plan for this to happen. I didn't want it in my life.
We know,
as is the way, but no, it is what it is. It is a terrible card. It's going to go in to our Hall of Fame as the worst card of 2023. I think
it's on the shortlist already.
I can't imagine another card that's going to be worse than that. The sharp fucker. Yeah, pretty bad.
So moving on to some Panini WWE news. Panini Instant. We finally got another Instant after what felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
WrestleMania set.
They released it on Prism release day as
well.
Yeah,
that was smart. Everyone's like, fuck these instants. Where's the Prism?
Yeah. Well, they sold, man. Generally, all the 1s and the 5s sold.
Yeah, they did. Boys, I think I know the answer to this one. We didn't go for this to be.
No, there wasn't really much love for him at all, really. I think.
No.
We looked at them. There were a few key things missing. You noticed as well, didn't you?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Who was it that was missing? It was Roman,
Cody,
yeah.
This is the main event.
You got to build the set. You got to build the set around these guys. I mean,
yeah.
You would have thought at least they would have had the main event. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think they look visually stunning with the crowd on behind them. For a lot of them, I think they look really nice. I did think the production value is probably one of my favourite WrestleManias that they've done. Yeah. Honestly, I think it was spot on. However, wrong time. They should have done it a couple of weeks
before. Yeah.
They shouldn't have done it on Panini release night. That was just dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Because it just, nobody really cared about them. There was no love for it.
I don't even think a lot of people knew about them just because it was, everything was Prism related. So
ironically, the one card that I was debating to get, it's still there.
Is it still there? Is it
the Street Profits? Yeah, 99. It was $100 basically.
That's not bad.
The Brock Lesnar out of 5 is still there as well. And they're two of the most visually stunning because you've got all the crowd behind them as well.
Wow.
So,
really no love for Panini Instant.
No.
It would seem.
No.
I personally don't think these are as hot as Topps Now were. I don't know why, but I think Topps Now seems to just do generally better. I don't know if it's because it's more readily available, but Instant seems to either be late, a bit of a flop, or hanging around for a bloody long time, you know?
Yeah.
Strange.
They've sorted out their postage a bit more though, because it's like not 50 quid posting anymore. It's like 15 or something. I did look at that.
That's
so
good.
they've sorted that out at the very least for ATP. But I'm with you. I think Topps did it better, and I can't put my finger on why either, to be honest. So
It's strange because you've only got to look at the print runs for some of these as well, and some of them are really low for like big names. You think, bloody hell, interesting.
Yeah. Prism Undercard.
Oh yes,
it released. It came out.
Oh, Renee.
I went for a box of this, so I did pick up a box of this. Very cool. Mixed bag, really. Mixed bag, I think, with this box. A lot of them that I've seen open, the autos are a bit leave it. But the image variation saves a box, so... Have you guys opened or seen any of this opened at all yet? I know, Dave, you've seen plenty of it opened.
I've gone fucking mad, mate. I tell you. I've loved it.
Yeah.
David Disco Donuts right in a minute. No, I love it. I think it's been great. I'm not going to talk about short prints on my purchases this week because I have many short prints. I've done really well. I've targeted them not really on purpose per se. Some of them have been
opportunities, haven't you?
Yes, opportunities that have arisen in breaks and whatnot. I would say that my favourite, though, out of all of the short prints, and I've been very vocal about this everywhere, and that's the Randy Orton short print with him kissing the big gold belt after he won it at SummerSlam against Benoit. It's zoomed in. It's not him from afar as we're used to seeing that photo. It's very zoomed in. I think it's one of my favourite cards ever.
It's really cool.
Nice.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I love that card.
Really cool.
I think it's... some of them are very... I would say probably about 80% of them are very leave than take of the short prints. I think the Hogan is great. I'd expected it to be. You know, I'm a big fan of the Diesel one.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of love for quite a lot of them. But
I'm not sold on the Stardust one, though. I'm not quite keen on that image. I think there could have been another Stardust image they could have used.
I randomly picked that up in a break. I didn't mean to. It was just like out of a pack. And I'm with you.
It was the last pack, wasn't it?
I think that one's the third to last pack.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember, actually, to be honest.
It was around there. It was around
I think
there.
the Autumn was the third to... No. You're right. It was... because I paid quite a lot of money for the pack, actually. It was the last pack.
Yeah.
And it was guaranteed to be a short print.
I think so. Because that's the reason you paid that much more for
exactly.
than the others.
Like, I paid a premium for the pack, but I was guguaranteed to get a short print.
But then you was annoyed.
I was hunting there was one left I needed to get that I wanted to get for me to step away from it, really, and I just could not hit it. And in a couple of breaks I've been in, and I thought, right, sods though, if I don't go for the pack and it turns out to be that card, I'm going to be fucking infuriated. So I had to go for it, and it was the Stardust. But I think it's an okay card. It's not my favourite card out the set at all. I think it's all right. John Cena's all right.
I quite like the Cena one.
It's okay. It's no great shakes.
I like it.
The Cactus Jack ones are all right. The 123 kid is all right. Obviously, everyone loves the Shockmaster.
Everyone's gone mad for it.
I haven't seen many of them about, to be honest.
No, I haven't either. Mm-mm.
They every time I've seen breaks of like 10, I think there's 20 in a case, and they're very few and far between, to be honest. So I don't know, but I've loved them. I think that they're great. I like the fact that you get a couple of disco donuts. We call them disco donuts. disco undercard, whatever. We call them disco donuts. You get a couple of disco donuts within each pack, and I just think, I just think they look smart. I think they look. It's something that I think the hobby has lacked, and that is a tiny bit of, a bit of fun, a bit of funk to them, disco funk. And I think that's lacking within the hobby, to be honest, of 2023. I think that's my one big thing is very same to 2022, right? It's the same colours, it's
same finish,
not much to it. Yeah, exactly.
Whereas, this is just something a little bit left field, isn't it?
Yeah, and I like the whatchamacalled, the autographs. And I actually did like the Disco Donut autographs as well. I think that was
cool.
A bit of a difference. Just a shame. I think the one big thing that kind of like really knocked the value on undercard was the fact there was no 101s. It was all to 10.
Yeah.
So golds. And I think that really put a lot of people off, to be honest. It's all about the chase of those 101s for a lot of people.
At the moment, it really is. I think you were saying like the love for Disco Donuts. They're definitely going to be the one I go after as a base set, I think. Being the funk in the disco and all that is right up my alley. So Disco Donuts, all for me. So I'm gonna see where I'm at with Red Wave and the Orange Flash, and maybe I'm then gonna just maybe put that to one side, or I might just plow on and then crack on with the Disco Donuts. But I really like them. I really like the look of them.
Strike while the iron's hot, Jamie.
Yeah.
So you can get
I think there's a lot out there with lots at the minute that are going quite cheap and stuff. So do it, mate.
But on the whole, I really liked it. Dave, by the sounds of it, really liked it, and Jamie loves the discos.
Yeah, so I'm a bit prismed out at the moment. I'm thinking about my cap now, of seeing things, and I'm kind of like, I've seen a lot of it now. I'm ready for the next thing to come along now. So.
Yeah, I think you're right. Definitely.
To be honest, the next thing is Revolution, right?
Yeah.
And I think I may be skipping.
Believe it when I see it. Believe it when I see it.
I know
He's going to be going after a Brom Breaker Kaboom.
Yeah, the kabooms are going to be out there.
Where's the kaboom?
But I just, at the minute, I'm not really excited for it. But hey, Prism's been a nice surprise. But I think, to be honest, a lot of it has been because we've been as a unit going on it and whatnot, and just having a great laugh and
having an evening,
geeing each other up.
So when everyone else is going in on all these Revolution breaks, you're going to just be there. Yeah, no, I'm all right,
it's a lot cheeper though, isn't it? It's going to be like 70 quid. Yeah, so hopefully. I'm thinking, well, if I do really want to get it, I might as well just not pump into the brakes and just get into the pump into the brake. God. Oh God. That's another one we could have as Jamie.
Pump into the brakes.
Maybe not, but like I'd rather just buy and rip if it's 70 quid. Because you know what I mean? Like you could put a load of money in these brakes for Revolution, and it's not worth it. No. It really is not.
Whereas I'm going to completely just contradict everything you said last time Revolution came out. I know I bought a box, but I did so many breaks, and I ended up with about 10. I've got about 10 autos from Revolution.
Yeah, but you kept going for the B-hole.
B-hole, yeah.
I've got all the Bs.
You got all the Bs, man. You did well. You did well.
So yeah.
But it's weird. Know. It's weird that like with the Prism stuff, because I felt like this time round, I've been the one getting all the autographs.
Yeah, you have.
I've got about 11 from the break so far, maybe more. But you've got all of the numbered cards, especially the lower numbered cards. So you've got the base parallels, which is it's all about.
Yeah,
and I've just been hitting autograph after bloody autograph, which is not a bad thing at all.
No,
but
definitely.
It's been one of those weird ones, really, hasn't it, between us two? It's like, okay.
Your line of, though, like getting your PC down to like a nice narrow path seems to be widening quite a bit now, though. It seems to be spreading out once again.
Oh, mate, we need to talk about this later on. I think we need to do a buy and sell and trade night on the forum.
I think we do.
So much stuff. I think, let's discuss it off air and do it one night, maybe. Give it a roll and see if it
wants to do anything.
Definitely. Yeah. Cool. Well, quickly, just before we get off the Prism talk, is there anything else you wanted to say while it's still, relevant about the Rock PSA 7 that sold the Prism 7, the 101?
I've got something quickly, but no, you go, Lord. You go.
Go on then.
Yeah, go for it.
No.
So,
oh God, we're so British, aren't we? No, after you.
Tip the hat. So, considering how much of big news it was, it seems to have vanished in existence now. Like, no one's talking about it. Like, that buzz has now gone, and everyone's still back onto 101s for this year's Prism, and generally just cards in general. There hasn't been any ripple effect that I've noticed online. There's not been an influx of rocks being sold or, other cards being put up. It's like it's been and gone.
I think a lot of the rocks, the big rocks were sold just before this big rock. Just prior of the 2023. But it has obviously elevated the price. We've seen it with Tommy, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? It's 49 teal. So it is affected the price, the break prices of the rock, and the wanting of the break of the rock has obviously gone up as well.
Okay.
But let's say it's yesterday's news now. On to the next. Yeah. That's how the hobby works.
My only thing is kind of with Jamie is, a week or so ago, it's what everyone was talking about, and things do move very quickly, but to me, it just I don't know. I'm not sold on this. I think something kabuki-ish is going to happen with this. I think there's more to come on this than we know about yet.
Yeah.
So cool. We'll see.
There's more to talk about if there is.
Absolutely,
so
definitely.
Days. But what I would say is that if you haven't listened to our little special that we did on the rock, and we are thinking about doing a few more specials, like 10, 20 minute plus specials in the future potentially. Just to fill in those gaps for the big shows that we do like now. But I would say please go and listen to it, even just for the camel talk alone. You're gonna have to know what how much a camel is and why we talk about camels on the show going forward. Yeah. So please go and listen to that show to understand. I'm not going to tell you. It's just you have to listen to that show. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just quickly, I'm going to lay it out.
Chris is gone.
He's thinking about all his camels, isn't he?
I just figured it. So
that was the best moment of your week, wasn't it?
I'll just be. I'm just saying everything in camels now. That's camels, 12 to 10 camels for that. Okay, cool.
10 camels.
1 camel. It's a third of a camel. Cool.
I
got to get a calculator. I got to get my percentage calculator every fucking time.
Camel calculator. I will say this though. I think if anyone does sell that Rock 101 for this year's Image, I think we may have a record.
It's already gone.
What's slapped?
10 grand it was.
No, he withdrew it, didn't he?
He
refunded it.
Yeah.
Or did he not sell it afterwards?
I don't think
he refunded it for 10k, and then he's gonna
go to the same company, wasn't it?
Slab and auction. Yeah, I think so.
I don't think he'll get anywhere near.
Imagine if he gets less than 10k.
That would be funny.
That would be really funny.
I think it will be 25 potentially.
Yeah, I think anything up to about 50 wouldn't surprise me, but anything over that I think would be crazy.
I can just see that going up next. I can see that coming up quite quickly. That's what I was going to say, really.
Yeah. Cool, right. Yeah. That's enough Rock talk, I think, for now. One bit of news that we had as news that we've since found out that was not actual news is that Leaf, we're going to be...
We keep having these kind of these news announcements. We're doing an announcement of something that didn't actually happen. No. Yeah.
So insert Donald Trump fake news now.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
So apparently Fanatics were going to buy a Leaf, but it was all a bunch of shit. So,
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So how did this all start? Did it purely start from that guy saying, had a nice meeting with Fanatics? Was that basically what it come down to? And someone said, oh, he's buying them.
We didn't even say Fanatics. He just said, I had an interesting conversation today, and everyone went, you're going to be sold to Fanatics? Oh my God. And then obviously whatever. But yeah. I would be very surprised if Leaf sold because they're so independent.
Just doesn't seem like something that they would do, does it?
No. Well, they're so niche.
They're so, as you said, they're so independent.
I don't think it fits their model. I don't think they're any threat to Tops going forward, to be honest. No. But hey,
there you go.
No offense, Leaf, we love you.
We do.
But just get us set out quick as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Don't know if I can still mention this because of the date, but Zan Morning was, as Dave mentioned in the last show, was running a top 25. Can we still mention this? Is there still time, Dave, to get a vote in?
Unless Jamie... So we're recording on the 30th.
Unless we do it tonight.
Yeah, unless Jamie... unless Jamie gets this out tonight, which I think is not fair on Jamie, I think it's gone.
So Zan's been running a top 25. Keep a lookout for the results of that because they'll be coming soon because you won't be able to vote in it.
No.
And this is my cut and paste moment where you change the insert
depending on when it comes out. But I don't know.
Interesting to see.
I have asked see how he's been getting on. I just hope more people were doing it. He deserves it. I mean, he deserves the people getting back to him on it and stuff like that, because it's just, I think it personally, the reason I'm so pro for it, I think our community needs it, because if you go online and you type in, the best wrestling cards, you'll get something that was probably done about 2 years ago, and it's got a couple of the big names on there and stuff like that. But I don't think there is any kind of definitive list anywhere that says, "Oh, hang on a second, this.
Yeah.
These are the big boys. This is what you want to aspire to if you can."
There's probably, like as you said, there's probably personal, like people's personal lists and opinions, but this is more, obviously if everyone's kind of getting an input.
I'm thinking more of the people coming into the hobby and going, well, what is there that's out there?
Yeah, or like what are the big cards in wrestling to look for, and then this should
giving people education basically. Yeah. To be honest, if it was me, I'd love like a top 100. You know what I mean? I know that it's not like available to do. You know what I mean? But having a list of those and then going in and like having a look at them, and I think that's invaluable. For our hobby. So that's why I'm so pro for it. And I just hope Zan gets all of the people coming to him with all of their lists. Great times if he does.
I think it'd be interesting to see as well, like, even when I sent my list over, like straight away I could rattle off the top 10 of what, you think, your Macho Mans, your Hogan 82s and all this sort of stuff. It'd be interesting to see as you get to those lower numbers and when the voting happens, like what appears in that 20s list, if that makes sense, when you've got the big boys out the way. So, really looking forward to it. It's good to all think get involved with as well, really. So, cool.
No, it's really cool. It is really cool. I'm glad that it's happening. Let's just hope the results are great,
Yeah. Last little bit of card news. I'm going to hand over to Jamie.
Yes.
The collectors.
Yes, this is obviously people may see this. If you're on Twitter, you may have seen, but Paul and Tone, I think it was just actually Paul actually over at Wrestling Trading Cards Price Guide was actually putting together a wrestling collector's card set ultimately. So he got together 50 card collectors little bio, just sort of raise a profile of certain people and obviously put what they PC in, a little bit of information about each, and obviously try and build that community a bit more. But they've done 100 sets and they sold out within 48 hours. And I think it's blown everyone away that there was such interest in, just regular collectors and just normal people,
Well, Jamie, this isn't what I wanted you to say. I wanted you to say I'm in the set. Jamie's in the set.
This is what I was saying.
So, I've got my own cards.
I've got my own cards.
Jesus.
So I was asked to be part of the set, and I was blown away in the first place. That because it's ATP, but in the fact that that you're asked to be part. So I was obviously asked to be part of it. But the response from it, so there's also 2 metal cards of each person as well to make up the 100. So they're like the stainless stars in Panini. So like they look really nice as a finish. But despite how rare they are, the rest of the community are trading between one another. So people are actually wanting to get their own metal cards, which is quite nice.
Have you had eyes on yours yet?
I have had eyes on mine. Excellent. It's on its way to me. So really, really pleased. And I actually had a DM from a guy as well. He's actually trying to get all the collectors to sign the cards as well. Yeah. So a guy posted that out to me this week, and he's obviously trying to go after everyone to get it signed. So it's quite a nice little thing to sort of, I've never chatted to this guy at all before, but it's quite nice, that community side of things. Yeah, but I've been told there is going to be another set.
You better be fucking listening to a podcast. So, hello, mate.
So, but I gave you guys a shout on the bio, and I mentioned both of you guys on there, and I have been told there is another series planned. So I'm hoping that you'll get the reach out for this one. So, but no, really cool idea, and really unique.
Mate, they couldn't afford me.
Hands off the merchandise.
You know what I mean? Like they just couldn't. There's not enough camels in the world for me to do that. So whatever.
There you go.
Do you know
if I did, I need this wall behind me. this dimly lit white wall and an inflatable banana, because there's no way.
Do you know
that's the only checky I'm fucking doing. I'll tell you that now.
We need to take you down to Woburn with a camel and have that as your photo, just you in this camel's head.
Can you imagine? That would be hilarious.
Oh man,
it's like stroking a camel.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, but no, like amazing, mate. Well done.
Really,
I was really pleased, really, and it's cool. So I'm going to get this signed and send its way this week. So that's cool.
Yeah. And the picture you've got is really cool as well. So just wanted to get that in there.
Thank you.
With the belt.
It's not my favourite belt, but it's the spiky one belt, isn't it? The belt that used to dig into everyone's arms.
This is the Attitude Era one. Yes, it's like the one with the big globe on the front of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got the spikes at the top of it though.
No, this is the one after that one. The one I've got.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was the spiky one.
So this is the belt that I came in with. So yeah.
That's cool.
That was my mum got me that for my 30th birthday. She said, "I'm going to get you something." Cool. I was like, "That's really cool." And I would never expected to get a replica belt. So yeah, I was probably geeked out. So
do you wear it out
all the time to the shops in Morrison's?
You're going to wear it to wrestling.
Yeah. I've never worn it to wrestling.
It always like I don't mind wrestling belts. I have had one in the past, and I don't know. I think I sold it actually, but I had the Winged Eagle. That's my belt basically from my youth.
Yeah,
and I always I've been to a lot of meet and greets and stuff like that, and it always baffles the fuck out of me when you see someone, they take their belts plural, and they've got about 6 of them with them. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And they're getting them signed by all the wrestlers. I'm like, that's a bit much. I think that's a bit much. As a collector's item, it's fine, but having everyone scrawl their all over them kind of thing, it's not for me personally.
I do find it strange though when people get their belt signed. They do sometimes get Dolph Ziggler signing the Winged Eagle belt, and you think, what the fuck? What are you doing that for?
A few of them.
Or,
hey, Dolph can sign anything he wants to.
But do you know what I mean, though? I do find it a bit strange.
Even on the Major Pod YouTube before, they've had Zack Ryder obviously signing the IC title, and then Brian signed it, and I'm like,
I'll just
sign that.
Yeah, so
bugs me.
But no, the idea was it was going to go on the wall in the sort of office here, but it's never happened. So at the minute it just sits in the bag.
You just put it on every now and again.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I would do. 100%.
When I had mine, I just used to sit around with it occasionally and just.
That's the reason. Cool. I wouldn't want it signed, is because I'd be like, I don't want to. Then I wouldn't be able to wear it.
Yeah, I wouldn't if I get something signed, I wouldn't do anything with it. It would be there.
Cool. Right, Jamie, we're coming straight back to you,
straight into the corner,
straight into your corner.
So,
sorry.
Let's start off in the corner this week. So, stock up update. We have got our first hurdle. We knew it would be coming eventually, but we're at a hurdle. I have no further trades on Husky Harris. Nobody wants... Well, no one has yet come forward for a trade. I did have a potential trade with somebody who we know very well with the pod. And he gave me an offer on the table. And I also tried to be crafty and do some sort of preemptive trades with that particular card. But that didn't seem to move either. No one wants currently the Husky. So if you're after Husky Harris, first pack pulled, or basically Bray Wyatt, first pack pulled card, CSG graded 8.5. Let me know. We're kind of looking for, anything graded, maybe an on-card auto that isn't graded, just like a raw. Just something we can do a trade with and get that wheels in motion. I'm even willing to maybe take a step back a little bit just to try and get us back the wheels in motion. But yeah, we've sort of got to a bit of a halt, really. So a bit of a shame. I thought Husky was going to be quite a nice trade to go on with, really. But lo and behold, a bit of a hold up, sadly.
Oh,
It is what it is.
Yeah.
We've done well so far. I think
it's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Yeah. So I might go further field. I've not reached out OTP yet, so I may reach out to some Americans and see what we can do. So yeah, sadly, stock take, we are still where we are at the minute. So yes.
Okay. Just one really, really quick thing, Jamie, while you're in your corner.
Yeah.
Up your corner.
When you're in your corner, back you into a corner. One of my friends asked me how you are getting on with your red waves. Do you know, have you got an exact amount or anything that you know?
Yeah. So last time I checked, I had about 40 or 50 left to get, but I did buy a massive lot. So I basically bought a whole box, well, not a whole box, but a whole load of stuff in a big lot on Yankee Bay, which had a whole base set in it and a load of red waves, about $20. And that's sat at Dad. So as soon as I go and see Dad, I'll do a final tally up. But there's a load of flashes and red waves, so I'm not buying any more. But I think I'm probably at the point where I'm now going to be buying singles.
Yeah, I'd say when you've got to there, you're going to hopefully just be down to needing sort of a few, and it will be.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to have 30 odd, and then I'm going to just buy singles. So I've got all the big names. I've got your Hogans, your Rocks, your Austins already. It's just the sort of the last crap names that I don't really care about getting, but I need to pick up really. So getting there. Yeah, slowly getting there with them.
Decent. Nice. Right. From Jamie's corner over to my nook.
Up your nook.
Up my nook. How are we getting on? So Jamie set the card to buy as something food related.
Something food related, yes.
Yeah.
So I have Jamie's here. So I don't know what it is. I've taken it out of the envelope. However, it's in another envelope.
Oh, it's not past the parcel, isn't it?
So it is a bit like past the parcel. And I can say that behind this is Chris's one as well, which I still haven't sent.
Oh,
but it is in front of me.
Right there.
So there's two of them in my very hands right now.
Nice.
So, but I would need to send Chris's out probably sometime.
Yeah.
So where are we thinking? Are we thinking we're going to reveal next episode then, do you reckon?
Yeah, well, it's up to Chris.
Yes, well, mine has been a little bit frustrating. The card I wanted, I found it over here as well. It was in a lot, and the lot was way too expensive to qualify.
Okay.
So I'm like, I messaged the seller and I'm like, I just before I go into this, I will say the seller's been great. It just took a little while to get there. So I'm like, oh, I really want that one card out of your lot. Is there any way we can work out a deal? I'll send you, 5, 7 quid or whatever. And he says, I'll order you another one.
What?
And I'm like, okay. Okay.
Just give me that one in your lot.
Yeah, just give me that one. A few days passed, a week passed, and I'm like, haven't heard any. He hadn't given me like a definitive answer, like yes or no or anything. He just said he'd order me one, and that was that.
Right.
So I'm like, I message again and say, dude, like, any update on it? And he said, oh yeah, it'll be about 4 weeks. And I'm like, oh.
No way.
And I'm like, so I'm like back to square one. So I went and had another look, checked everywhere you can imagine, still can't find it. It's not available on ComC or on anywhere. And then so I just thought, right, I'm just going to ask him again and just kind of put it out there. And I was like, dude, could you not just send me that one? And then when the one comes in that you ordered me, you could just replace it. And he was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Fucking hell.
Oh man.
Fucking hell.
Well,
what?
Yeah. So I asked, the dude was nice enough and said, yeah, sure. And I now have it. So yeah, it took a little while to get there, but I'm there and I'm ready to send it, as Dave said, sometime this week.
Nice, okay.
But fuck me.
No, so we're ready then.
Yeah, we're pretty much there, aren't we?
Cool.
Yeah, I'm glad yours. I was a bit worried when I ordered yours, Lloyd. I was like, how do I put it on here that he doesn't then open it up? And I had to put in like the address. I was like, Chris's Nook, and then your name in between it. And I was hoping it would turn up all right. So
I felt that there was another envelope in it, so I was like, right, I'll open it. And, just have it by the side.
Ready to go.
Destroy otherwise. Yeah, so it's all good.
Nice.
I'm quite happy with my selection as well. So that's all good.
Yeah, about to say, are we all confident in our selections? Obviously, Dave just said he is.
Yeah.
I'm confident in mine. Jamie?
I'm not sure. I don't know what to say.
I think when you said where it's from, I obviously looked on there, so I might know what it actually is, because obviously I'm searching for the same things that you're searching for. So I was kind of like, I have a thought in my mind to what it could be. There's 2 cards really, but I'm not going to say obviously. And if it is, then I'll laugh and I'll say, yeah, I think it was. But if it isn't, I will let you know which cards that I was looking at on that.
Full disclosure for you, Lloydie, there was another card that I was after and I missed it. So we used to obviously do the misses, didn't we, on the Razzles and Breaks and stuff. Yeah. I missed out on what I was going to buy you, and it went higher than I could afford for it. And I was like, I really want to just go out and pay for this. But I was like, no, there'll be another time for this. But
I missed out on my card originally as well, and then I found another one. So yeah. Nice. How much did you pay? We did this before. How much did you pay?
Yeah, so I kept within the same price rate, so I was less than a $5.
$2.99 again.
Yeah, so mine was going to be less than what it was, but $2.99 again.
$2.99 again. Yeah, I was man. You're shitting me. $2.99 again. Amazing, absolutely amazing. So good times.
Cool. Well, all in hand for the next show, and we'll let the Facebook group decide again.
Boom, boom, boom.
See if they can be a little bit more fair this time, I think.
Yep.
Rather than thinking with their,
I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping about it. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Cool. Right. Mr. David Lloyd, El Presidente himself. We are now going into Liberator of the Week.
Liberator of the Week. Well, it was a plan because we were going to do this on Thursday/Wednesday, and it was going to be the announcement of we're doing the Liberator of the Week this week. However, I've done it. It has been done across the weekend. Fantastic. So I sent out on Friday night, find me something blue. Oh. You know the drill. Use your imaginations for £25 or less, and I'll buy it, put it into the PC. You'll get a shout out on the next episode of as the 3rd official Liberator of the Week, and you'll get a Liberator of the Week auto card signed by me in the future when they have been produced 24 hours. Go! So, submissions We're okay. We're okay. I was expecting a few more than we got. So people out there who didn't submit this time, please next time. I want more choices, basically. They were good. Chris started us off with Blue Meanie.
Disco Donuts.
Disco Donuts. Very good, very good. Logan went in with Ruby Riot in a blue finest. I have it in a black, so I did say to him that I already kind of got this card, so spin again. And he had double Aaliyah, basically, from Select Premium Blue, which was a nice card. I liked it. Trav came in with Heritage Emma Rookie from 2015.
It should have won.
It's quite funny. He did send me a message saying, I hope I didn't piss you off. And my reply was, I thought you wanted to win this. So, Scott Morse, another Blue Meanie. Never going to win. Blue Meanie was never going to win. Too easy.
It's too obvious.
And then, yeah, too. I like outside of the box. I like a bit of different thinking. Which Scott Crouch came in and he almost won actually with.
He was closer.
A bit of the blue.
A little bit of blue, bit of top shelf.
A little bit of blue.
Yeah, a bit of top shelf, bit of obscenity. It's Dawn Marie from Fleer 2003. Divine Divas dress code. Thing is, right, I just remember her as not being the most prettiest diva in the world. That thing with that old bloke that she had, I didn't understand any of that.
Tori's dad?
Yeah.
Didn't she kill him in kayfabe, didn't she, in the end? Is that what happened to poor Al Wilson?
So,
yeah.
But that card is smoking. So I was like, whoa, okay, didn't expect that one. Jamie came in with a blue Booker T.
A very blue Booker T. Love
a very blue Booker T.
Shirt he's wearing there, bloody hell.
Tommy came in with blue Smash Hits Trump's card of Lee Ryan from Blue. All rise.
I'm surprised
if there's any justice in the world, Tommy would have won.
Lee rookies.
Yeah. To be honest, he fucked up because if he would have done Duncan, he might have won. So you know,
Duncan, dear.
Everyone loved Duncan. Scott came in again with Kalisto, very blue card. Very blue card from 2016 Survivor Series. Matt Relic on that. Yeah. I have seen that before, actually.
Yeah, I felt like that.
But this just blew me out of the water. It was absolutely fantastic. And our winner, for the second time, two times out of three now, Mr. Brian Lyons. Well done, my friend. He submitted 2019 Topps WWE Raw Wrestling Relic Singles. So that's how it's listed. It's just 2019 Topps. So it was Elias. It's a relic of Elias. It's a blue relic out of 50. Yeah. So there's a bit of blue. And in the relic, in the t-shirt relic, it says men.
In blue.
And it's in blue. So it's a blue men. Blue men. So, but it's, so the way I thought about it in my mind, it's a blue men.
Blue men. Blue man group.
Blue men. So I was like, that's just hilarious. So well done. And the men is actually a mem. So it's actually it's actually Memphis.
Could I just say what I liked about this was that it says men, and it's Elias's look that he's giving in the card, and he's like men, men. Where?
Yeah. Honestly, it's as soon as he put that on there, I was like, well, I think we have the winner.
Ding ding ding.
So I spoke to Brian. He's purchased it. Going to ship it across. Obviously, nice. Pay for it all. So yeah, he's going to get a second Liberator card. So I didn't expect someone to win it twice. In my mind, I didn't have anyone winning it twice so quickly. To be honest,
is he going to get two cards?
He will get two cards.
Do them a little bit different or something.
They will. So I think the this one will have a blue pen. because it's blue and the rest.
It's got a nice black. They're going to have a nice inscription space on there as well. So there will be.
Oh no, he'll be the second. It'll be the second. Everyone is going to have the 1, 2, 3, the number basically that they were, and then obviously I'll do a little bit of a 2-time champ on there because he's the 2-time champ.
Yeah, there you go.
Well done, Brian.
Well done.
It has got me thinking though. Yeah. I do want to try. I know you mentioned on there about obviously looking for the different cities. I'd be interested to see if you can find some more on there. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, there's loads, isn't there?
Cool shirt,
on the back. So the shirt in itself is the 2018 Elias World Tour shirt, and on the back of it, he's got loads of different. It's like a music London shirt, basically.
So London's on there.
Yeah.
So they're all on there. Loads of cities from around the world. So I wouldn't be surprised there's more like this. I've never seen it personally, and I think it's absolutely stunning. He's done really well. But that's what I want, guys. I want outside of the box stuff like this. Will win hands down if it is outside of the box.
If it tickles your pickle.
Honestly, elite, really, really, really well done. So that's what I'm after. Weird and wonderful stuff like this. Amazing.
I do love a bit of a scavenger hunt as well, though. Like, you do get people with like thought processes and got some really random shit as well, which is fab, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It really is. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? You know, it's a bit of use a bit of brain power to see what you can find off the topic. I thought blue would be a bit hard, to be honest, because obviously it's how do you interpret blue? I was expecting like a glacier or something like that, or I don't know. I was expecting some kind of weird blue thing from Japan or something like that. I don't know. I was expecting some weird shit, and I didn't really get it, but it was good. You guys did step up, so it was good.
There you go. Cool. Yeah. Right. And Liberate of the Week isn't, like a weekly thing. No. So, we'll have that again soon.
Well, I can say, let's behind the curtains, we do have Liberator cards coming.
Yeah.
And there's 18 of them. So theoretically speaking, this is an 18. I will probably just limit it to 18 and that'll be it. Done.
There you go.
So we've done 3. So you got 15 more chances, guys.
Which probably take him up to the end of the year, I imagine, somewhere like that, I guess. So
yeah.
Close to
So it's going to be a very limited segment, basically. So you've got 15 more chances of winning, guys. So make them count.
And every time that Dave picks a winner, we're learning more and more what Dave likes, and it appears to be
weird shit.
Yeah. Weird shit.
I didn't want to say it, but he said
weird shit. It's like out of the box, like something different. Like you know, like that. I never thought that was going to win this week. Like if you were to picture a winner, Elias going men, like come on, really. All day.
Obscure the better.
Exactly. Yeah. Why not?
Cool. Right. Let's move over now to our big topic of the week, which is our own merch.
Boom.
Breaking news.
I'll tell you what, this is a bit of a landmark for us, actually, first of all, isn't it? I think we always had this idea that we would like to maybe do a little bit of merch or dabble in a little bit of stuff. We've kind of had our foot in a little bit, haven't we? But we're going all in as such, aren't we? We're sort of giving it a bit of a go. So, yeah, big top this week. Obviously, we're all prismed out. We thought actually this week we'll sort of do the week where we announce a few bits and pieces that we've got going through, really. So,
and we're in full steam as well. You know,
we are going at it, aren't we?
Yeah. This is not conceptually. This is we're on the precipice of doing so much here right now. So, yeah, exactly.
So we'll start with something that we've already kind of mentioned in the Facebook group. So a couple of weeks ago, I put up a teaser that we're going to be doing some All-Star Hogan style shirts. So it's going to be the Hogan All-Stars 1982 shirt. I will share this on social media so you can see that image now. But we're going to be open with you guys basically that we had some test shirts arrive last week. We want to see what they're like first of all before we obviously offer them out to people. And we've not been completely convinced by the quality of them. We've gone to a reputable place, but they've kind of just not come back as nice as we wanted. So I've reached out to somebody who people may know from different forums, the Extreme Gamer. So a couple of years ago, he'd done a couple of shirts, one based on like the Channel 4 WWF logo and a few other things. And he recommended a t-shirt provider. So I've gone to them and I've actually reprinted the two colours that we had, so the yellow and the blue Hogan's. Mm-hmm. So they'll be coming to us early next week. If we're happy with those and we're happy with the finish and how they wash up and all that kind of thing, we'll put them up for pre-order probably by the end of the week that we get them. So look out for that end of next week, and hopefully we should be in the right place for them. But I think ultimately, people have enjoyed seeing those images. I think the people are going to really enjoy getting on board with that, and I think it's quite a cool image. What do you guys think of the actual image itself? Are you quite pleased with how it's come out?
Yeah. I love it. It's just obviously it's just a shame that things went the way they did with the first one, but it's we want it to be as perfect as we can.
100%.
So this is why it's it's not a race to get it out there either. We've got there's nothing saying
there's no
we need
deadline,
to do exactly. So we're doing stuff at our own pace.
Yeah, we'd rather get it right and not have any issues going forward. So
100.
Yeah.
So,
but the actual design of the shirt, in my opinion, is really really cool. It looks banging. Yeah. So and the colours were really good on them. So. Let's hope these next ones are even better.
Really positive. Really positive.
So what else have you got cooking for us, Jamie?
Yeah, so we've got a few things. So people may have seen, obviously, last year that we had a bit of a test run on trading cards. So we've done a very, very limited number of trading cards. This is full disclosure, we've done a few sets for us. Obviously, so 3 we kept in our PC, and we had a couple each to hand out to people.
Did we? Apparently. I've got one card left, my one of one.
You were too generous with the people.
I've got nothing left. People wanted them, I gave them out. I've got nothing.
Okay, fine. No. Well, we've done a very small test run, which the idea was we would have a test set each, and then we'd hand a few out to people. But we had some like number to 5 autos in there. We had a one of one, which I assume that you guys have both got your one of one autos that you kept. So.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how badly your one of ones are. Like Jamie, yours one's like it's got scabies. You tested on it so much. So
I tested on it to obviously what the pens were like, what the biros were like, and obviously I wanted to get it right, really. So.
No, I get it, but geez, I was like, whoa, that's your one-on-one?
I just doodled all over mine.
Exactly, testing the pens.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's potentially, I'm going to send that off to... Once we get on wrestling trading cards,
well, this is it. So this is part of. So we obviously done those test cards, and that was really just for us as a bit of fun and hand out to some, to a couple of listeners who we sort of were sending things out to. Now I sent mine over to Tony at Christmas as sort of a bit of a gift and still, as it was, and he went and put it on WTC.
Really cool.
So really cool. So our checklist for those test cards are up there, and they never intended to actually be anywhere. So if you have seen the images.
And we're beefing them up as well now because we've got the other bits and pieces as well. So
so if you want to see what the old images look like, head over to WTC. But basically, we are running a whole new set of new cards, and these are going to be available to listeners of the pod. Now they are going to be in limited numbers, but we're going to be doing 2 different versions of this. If you want to get involved with them, pre-orders are going to be hopefully up by the end of this week. There's going to be 30 sets of each. So basically, there's going to be a base set, which is going to be the base set of the images that we've already got. So me, Lloyd, and Chris. But we're going to have a slightly different colour on the front, and it's going to say second version on the back. So it would be a base set.
It's not a rookie cards, basically.
No, exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
So, we're going to have that as a base set. And each of those base sets are going to come with a base set of unnumbered autos, which would be all 3 of us. So you'll get 3 cards each and then the 3 autos. So that'll be a base set. And we're then going to have a collector's set, which is going to be available as well. So again, you'll get the base set of the actual images. So that's going to be available. But we're also going to do some sort of numbered parallel autos within it as well. So there's going to be a number to 10 gold auto, but you won't get all the autos of all us. You'll get either one of us, a true gold out of 10. Gold. So you'll get
that's worth the money alone.
So, but they'll have a gold board, or they'll have a gold finish, and they'll be hand numbered to 10. So you'll get either one of us within that set as a gold auto. And also in the ATP collector set, there's also 2 insert sets we've done. So there's going to be a miscut set, which is going to be based on our original set that we did. So the red, white, and blue sort of version we did. But it's deliberately cut in half. The rookie card.
It's the rookie, the rookie.
But it's deliberately cut in half, and it's paying homage to Upper Deck and their poor cutting of cards over the last couple of years.
We love you, Upper Deck.
We love you, really.
So, but again, you'll get the idea of the images. You'll get the full set, and you also you can match the faces up, and you can see what the rookie card would have looked like for a bit of fun as a bit of a puzzle. So, so there's an insert set with that, which is quite a nice little extra thing to have.
Yeah.
And then there's one more final insert set called SCR on tape. Now, it looks like a VHS tape, but it's actually a screen grab from us 3 at an event where we've appeared on TV. So, Lloydie, if you want to reveal where your shot is sort of taken from, really, and what you were doing there.
So mine is from Raw. It's from Raw 2000 and I'm going to say 12. I think it's 2012.
Seems about right.
Checks out. Checks out. That's a whatnot thing there,
for sure.
So yeah, for sure. So 2012, I think it was late 2012. I think it's like the one where they come in like October, and so that was the show where it was the Shield versus Undertaker and Team Hell No. And it was the one and only time. I got a lot of times on SmackDown. I'm sure I can find some of those as well. But it's the only time I got on Raw, and when I was in the crowd. So there you go. That's the one we used for me.
You look like you're having a great time.
You're living your best life there. Glow stick, headband.
I think I was pretty drunk at the time as well, guys. So it is what it is. But yeah, I was loving it. I was full DX'd up, man. This was 10 years ago. 30-year-old man, like proper DX'd up.
New Age Outlaws vintage T-shirt on. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would cost a fortune now if I saw that. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I was proper loving it, man. That was my best life.
So Lloyd has got his SCR on tape one. Chris, you've also got your image on the insert set. So where was your image screen grab taken from?
So mine, as you know, Jamie, because you were there, is from New Japan Royal Quest 2 from last year. I am looking at someone, I won't say who, like I love them. Do you not think that? Have you zoomed in on my face on that?
Yeah,
I look like I'm going.
You're happy.
I'm so happy to be that close to those people. So yeah,
you're happy.
And do you know what it is though? I want to go on, Jamie.
No, sorry. So full disclosure, I was going through the whole event, and obviously we weren't there the whole time. We went for sort of the finals and the end of the matches, didn't we? There are so many great shots of you, like just in awe at seeing like Will Ospreay and like
I was,
like Jay White coming down the old FTR. I was like, oh, there's some so. It was just that was the only one I could really get, but it was a really good evening. It was nice to see someone enjoying it on film, if that makes sense, you know.
I did, and yeah, and I mean, where that is taken is, let's full disclosure this, Jamie. When we got there, some motherfuckers were in our fucking seats.
Yeah, fuckers, yeah,
weren't they?
We paid for them.
Our aisle seats, we paid for them, and the guy was about 7 foot tall. Do you remember that? Do you remember the fact that he was about fucking 7 foot tall? So yeah, I literally just made him move, and so that's probably part of the reason I'm so overjoyed, is because we finally got these giant people to move out of our seats. So.
Well, do you know the best thing about giant people is if they are giant, normally their nipples are around your mouth height.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Probably would have been. Yeah. Well, actually, he kind of like took. You know, he got a bit like what at me. And I was like, mate, just move. I was like, move now. So
I
was just like, get out.
It's so awkward.
It's happened to me a lot. Southside matches at Southside events that's happened to more, and I'm like, mate, you're in my seat, and they just kind of look at you going, "Oh, really?"
So what he said was what, all three of them, and I was like, yes, all fucking three of them move. I got really a bit,
all three of them, cheeky fucker.
And Jamie, where's your one from? Because your one's pretty cool.
Yeah, so my one's in Huntingdon Community Hall, and it's for a Southside show. But I used to go front row for most of the Southside shows, but obviously you imagine filming a lot of these things, it's very dark in these sorts of venues. Yeah. But there's always one I'll never forget. There was a match between Davey Richards and Styx, and Davey Richards threw the guy next to me off his chair. You know, obviously he asked him, didn't just throw him off. Yeah. But so like kicking like Styx in the chest and stuff, and like chopping him in the chest. But there's this perfect moment where he's like does this like chop or a kick, and there's like me going, "Oh!"
It's so good.
So so mine's from the town hall here in Huntingdon. So so mine's from the Southside show going back in the day. So
Styx is such a British wrestler, though.
Oh, like, he's the epitome of
no American person would know what we're talking about right now, but he's like the pure like meathead British wrestler that never made it to America kind of thing. But it's hilarious.
A simple style. Everyone knows who he is. Yeah,
everyone knows who he is.
So
it's funny.
But so there's that's the ATP collector set. Yes, you get the base set, and then you get a numbered out 10 gold auto, one at random. You get the insert set and the other on tape insert set. So we're going to do a print run of 30 of each. So there's 30 of the normal base and 30 of the ATP collector set. But we're also going to be chucking in some one-on-one. So it's going to be one of each of us, which is going to be the ATP edition. It's going to be in black and white. It's going to have the ATP logo on the front, and it's going to be a one-of-one auto. But that can be found in either set. So if you just buy the base set, you may still get one-of-one. You don't have to buy the clip set. There's a chance you can get that. So, you know, it's all going to be a bit of fun, a bit of a chase. But we aren't going to be
proper chase.
It's going to be a cool thing.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that is a big thing.
And we're not going to
101.
We're not going to prism undercard you. You can get it in both.
You can get it in both.
Well, I think one goes into the. I think really one should go into the cheaper set, and two go into the more expensive set. Yeah, basically,
what we can do.
I think that's what we should do, because that makes sense.
It's a little bit fairer.
Yeah,
a little bit fairer. A little bit fairer for the guys spending a bit more to get the second set. But hopefully,
the thing is, I guess the thing we've tried to do with it though is like the normal base set will have unnumbered autos in there. So even if you get the base set, you're going to get 3 unnumbered autos from us. So yeah, there's a bit of a chase there, a bit of fun with it as well. But again, I'm going to put the pre-orders up for this. As of you probably hear this, it will be up for pre-order, this evening, hopefully. So we put the pre-orders up. We're hopefully going to try and get this shipped within the next 2 or 3 weeks. We're going to get together and sort of do the autos all in one hit, and then we'll get it all ready for you. We're going to be able to ship across the water. So if you want to buy us in the States, you can still buy it. And we're going to keep it sort of fairly keenly priced as well. So the base set in itself is going to be $650. And we'll just include obviously postage and packing and that. You just need to add that on there as well. So we'll work that out with you. And the collector set is going to be $1450. So again, whatever the postage is on that, we're going to do it at cost for you guys. And hopefully we'll see how we go on. But there's only going to be 30 of each. So if you want to get involved or want to hit more information, we'll send them up and we'll put some images up in the Facebook group tonight. So really looking forward to this. Really looking forward to having them out and about, and I hope people enjoy them because we're quite pleased with them as they are. So,
yeah, look really cool. Good work.
So just to confirm, so the cheaper set is 0.07% of a camel.
Oh, okay.
And the
a scrote of a camel
set, more expensive, is 0.15% of a camel.
Okay.
So yeah, exactly.
Fine.
So,
okay. So
camel prices as well. If you want to,
nowhere near 12 and a half camels.
Oh,
so
camels,
you'll have loads of money left for your camels. It'll be fun.
Buy rock cards. Get some of our cards as well. Fantastic. Yeah. And to be honest, the thing is, guys, what we're hoping is if it does well, then we can release more in the future. If it doesn't do well, we won't. Yeah. So you know what I mean? It's like it's a dual-edged sword. We hope it sells out. You know, for me, purely down to the fact we want to do more. We want to do more for you guys. I always ask people always ask me, you know, are you doing any merch and FY? You know, like can you do some merch? Well, now we're doing some, guys.
Yeah,
so any support you can give us, the better.
Yeah, and so we're only going into it gently. You know, we're not going into like, oh, we've got this, and this, and you know, we're doing things that we think people would like, and obviously keep it keen.
We're not fucking Matt Cardona, I'll tell you that now.
no back scratches for us.
No, Jesus Christ. So so hopefully, you know, even if you listen to the pod a little bit, you know, you might be interested in just picking up the base set, and you know that you get your money's worth. We hope there for it. So really looking forward to that. So yeah, look out for that. The Hogan shirts again. We'll try and get up and get those, you know, to you to be able to get the pre-orders for that in a couple of weeks as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of bits and pieces going on, but we'll, if there's anything else crop up, we'll let you guys know. I know, Chris, you're quite keen on getting some sort of other bits and pieces, aren't you? So
as you say, anything. I mean, Dave's just said we're not going to flood you with merch, so I've only got the one thing right now, but it's a nice cheap little thing. It's just some bumper stickers. There'll be like £1 each, sort of thing. There's nothing major, but yeah, if you want to shove a bumper sticker on your laptop or whatever, on your
skateboard,
yeah, you never know. They'll be available as well.
I'd be doing that. God, imagine me on a skateboard. Fucking hell, I'd die. I fall off the fucking toilet.
True, you do.
Like Homer Simpson walking out of a room on the skateboard.
I'd fucking die, guys. I literally would die. Sorry.
That's fine.
Last little thing as well. This isn't for the listeners. This is just for us three. So we have brake mats coming for you guys.
Oh, cool.
So
yeah, I need them.
I'm gonna see what they look like first, because they flagged up for image quality. So we'll see how they turn up, and we'll go from there. But
nice one.
Should be this week as well. So exciting week for merch. Really exciting.
Yeah, that is an exciting week for merch.
Really cool.
Thank you for sorting those out, man.
No problem at all.
We've been waiting for those.
And
you know,
to be honest, if they come out how I'm hoping they come out, they're going to be really, really cool. I think you guys will like them. So yeah, it's
just for the photography. It's. Every time I take a photograph at the minute, you can see my fucking radiator in my house. You know what I mean? So, hey, if you like radiators, look at my pictures.
Whoa. Look at that radiator.
Easy, Margaret. Easy.
Cool. Right.
Hot rad.
Shall we move on over now to some purchases? So we're not just going to do breaks this week, although me and Dave probably could. We're going to do our normal, which is purchases, breaks, razzes, and misses. But Dave, I will just put this out there.
Yeah,
I don't want everything, and I'm not going to do everything either.
No. I'm literally just. I'm not going to do. I've got like 5 weeks worth of stuff that I'm going to be eking out over the next 5 weeks. No more purchases for me for a while.
Agreed.
Today is purely just thank yous, because I've received quite a lot of cards, not just from breaks, but from other stuff recently. And so massive thank you first of all for Travis Fowler. So he's been accumulating all of my bits and pieces over the pond, should I say, for a good couple of months now. And he sent him across to me. He's obviously putting a few freebies there, and he's very naughty, and I have told him off. He's very, very naughty, but I love him to bits. So I'm not going to go through what it is and stuff like that, but just thank you very much, Travis. And I do appreciate it. The one thing, obviously, I will mention is the Grail is in the president's hand. The Grail is on terra firma in the UK. The five time. So amazing, really, really, really nice. I was staring at it yesterday for a long period of time, going, I can't believe it's finally here.
Heck of a care package.
It's arrived.
It
was huge. Yeah. It was huge, and it came over in 6 days.
Really good.
Like from it's not on the East Coast; it's Midwest we're talking about. So the post is really good from America at the minute, guys. So take advantage where you can before the Christmas shit comes around. So thank you to Travis for that. Honestly, brother, bottom of my heart. Honestly, love you. John Thurman as well. So I obviously help out Trav where I can to get bits and pieces, especially for like Japanese stuff over here. John reached out as well for a hand with a couple of cards. Obviously, no skin off my nose, easy peasy. And with the care package that I got from Trav, I also got a few cards thrown in from John as well. So thank you, John. Honestly, they did make me smile. One was out of 10 as well. So it's crazy.
Really kind of him.
So yeah, really kind of him. Thank you. Honestly, us Brits are very humble people anyway, but this is very humbling when stuff like this happens. I never expect it. So thank you so much. It's made my week. And as well, we've mentioned him on the show earlier on, but Matt Dawkins as well. So Matt, saw him today actually. Went for a coffee with a fellow ATP member this morning in the Newport Pagnell. I can say it, both of us don't live there, so went to Newport Pagnell. Lovely. Had a nice little coffee with him. Met his daughter. Very, very lovely times. And I finally got the Masato Tanaka cards that I mentioned ages ago, but there was a hold up with it because of signings, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think it was Stevie Richards was in hospital.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's doing rehab and stuff.
So I think he's sending your cards on to you, Chris.
Yeah, he said he is. So maybe Tuesday for mine. So maybe next week.
I really like it. I haven't it's been a bit of a whirlwind of stuff today, so I haven't had really much time to look at it. But I love it. I think it's a great little card, to be honest.
I do. There is a part of me that is a bit sad that there wasn't the chance to have a Mike Awesome dual auto with him. I think that would have been something you could have had for that ECW sort of fan,
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just talking like car quality more than anything, but I think they're quite good. Yeah. I don't see why I wouldn't buy more from. So this is from Corey Bastian.
Tron cards,
yeah, Tron
cards. So big shout out to Corey for that. Happy, honestly, we're more than made up ATP at the minute with the cards that we're getting from you. So yeah, more. I still want to get the Butterbean. So that might be my next purchase. We'll see. And I also got a Dolph Ziggler, so the Major Pod Network, the WCW,
the autos
homage autos that they did. Well, I never got the Dolph. It's really weird actually. So with Matt, I basically gifted him a full gear card that he needed, and I had it just in my e-pack. I was like, yeah, fine. And then bless him, he said, I've just picked up this for a couple of quid. Do you want it? And it was the Dolph Ziggler autograph card that I've been searching for a while.
That was a nice surprise actually on that set, wasn't it, when it first came out?
Yeah, because it was like
low
DC
numbered as well.
I can't remember what he is, but he's under DZ.
Yeah.
He's signed at Dolph Ziggler, but he's under as DZ for merchandising purposes. So, I was very shocked. I can't believe I hadn't got this card. You know what I mean? Like, I just passed me by. I always wanted to get it and never did.
It's not one that comes up that often, in all honesty. No. It comes up quite a lot in lots, but I'd never really seen it. And the lots will be expensive because you got, that in there. But you never really see it pop up on its own.
So I know he got it for a really good deal as well. Yeah. So I honestly, very humbled this week. I say, again, never expect it. And it's just lovely when it does happen. But thank you guys, honestly, bottom of my heart, just made my week all the way around. Really, it's been a tough week. So to have this happen, it's been really cool. So thank you. And that's the soppy stuff out the way with me. So Jamie, go on.
Okay.
Jamie, go on.
No, so I'm going to give a mention to Corey as well, actually. I don't know if you guys see on Facebook on like the wrestling trading card Facebook groups, but he's been doing a lot of Razzies at the moment as Corey.
Doing Lions, yeah, a lot of Razzies.
So he's doing sort of 10 spots or like 2 for 12 or something like that. Sort of
like 10 spots at $6 and things like that, isn't it? Yeah.
And you can pick any 2 of his past catalogue, so it includes the triple autos, anything like that. So I've done a couple of Razzies. I've not had any wins on them, but for those price points, actually, you know, I was quite keen to pick up the Danhausen and obviously then pick up one of the other random ones that were left. So a couple of misses there, but again, with the Corey cards, like they're really nice cards, aren't they? I don't think any of us can fault them really. So yes.
No, I honestly, I really want him to come on the show one time as well in the future, just so we can chat about how this all came about and get to know him a bit better. You know, these cards, to be honest, because I think he's been doing some great work. And I kind of, I'm not saying it's under the carpet, as it were, but it definitely it needs more popularity to it at the minute because what he's doing is,
and some of the guys he's getting to sign, you know, we haven't seen sign in ever or a long while. So
I think the true litmus with Corey is the fact that Panini this year all of a sudden has started doing these names that he has been signing with. Makes me think that they are aware of him.
They've taken notice.
They've not wanted to ever do a BWO card at all, have they, this past year? Or any of these other names, headbangers and all these sorts of guys, you know. So there you go.
Nasty boys, things like
Nasty
that.
boys, So a couple of misses there, but again, I'm going to maybe dabble in those if I see some more. For that price point, it's worth the little bit of a punt there. Purchases wise this week, I've picked up another 20 out of 25 film relic and the film strip relics.
Oh, cool. Forgot about that, mate.
Yes, I'm still picking up as I go. So I've got this one was on eBay, so I picked up the John Cena and Edge.
Okay.
All right, cool.
And I paid like less than $10 for that. So again, like I'm just gonna, if I see him and I'm with him, I'll grab that. And I also picked up the Undertaker Shawn Michaels from the second match, the rematch at WrestleMania the year after. So I've got that on ComC now. So I've got both of those Undertaker Michaels. I think I've got five so far. So yeah, you know, it's a bit of a longer chase, but again, like they are cropping up quite regularly, really. So, and I've actually gone.
You see the Cena Black is on the ATP eBay.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the 5s as well crop up, and like even though I'm not going after.
Well, that is they are 5s.
Oh, the 5s, yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, they're 5s.
I think one thing that might help you coming up, Jamie, is that though the blasters that they're in at the moment, they're on sale on Blowout for $15. So you might start seeing those film relics come out because I think they're only in the blasters, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what
I can't remember.
No,
I can't remember.
But
to be honest, I hated that.
Yeah,
it sucked, man.
But yeah, the low numbers are cropping up and they're not going for much money. Like I've seen the Miz one go for like less than 30. So, which is quite nice because that means everyone's looking at those sold prices and saying, "Oh, the 25 would be a bit cheaper," and that's what I want ultimately. So, exactly. So I picked up a couple of them, and that's pretty much it. Really, a lot of it has been going into obviously prepping us for our merch. Really, so there's been a lot of buying and selling, doing bits and pieces there. So,
mate, you've done so much work on it. So,
but yeah,
we've literally done nothing.
Shame,
we've literally done nothing. We've gone. Oh yeah, that looks right.
Yeah, that's
a good price.
Yeah. But no, even like things like we said this earlier, like we want to do these things right. So if you're buying some like sticker sheets that have our logo on it, that actually looks nice on the envelope, like it's all those little touches that make it look nice. If that's what we want it to be looking really. So.
100%.
But yeah, that's pretty much me for purchase. Really, a couple of misses. Again, breaks and stuff. Obviously, you guys have mentioned prison breaks. I've been on a couple of whatnot breaks here and there, but nowhere near to the degree of you guys have. But the same thing, like you said earlier, I have dipped into one when I've seen all you guys on. I thought, I'll give one a go. So I do. I don't tend to watch the whole break because obviously when I go onto it, it's like still got 200 spots to sell.
Dave does.
Yeah. But I go to bed
5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I've got to sleep, man.
I'll go to bed a normal time after buying my spots, but it's quite good because I don't know what I then end up getting, and I don't obviously then ask you guys what happens. So
and I kind of mentioned that the other day. I don't know if you guys saw I know Dave did, but I don't know if you saw my message where Well, because you replied.
No, it's because I'm always fucking up. I don't sleep.
But I picked up Carl Anderson in a break for like $8 or something. Yeah. And then I was like, fuck this. It's the only person I had. I didn't have a single other person in it. And it was like, I don't remember, like 5 cases or something stupid.
Yeah.
And then someone tagged me saying congrats. And I thought, okay, cool.
There we go.
So I did, but I still didn't watch it. And then it just turned up in my mailbox, like my ship by cards. And it was a gold in there. So
nice.
I was pretty impressed with that.
I've always found that, because I won't mention what they are now, and people probably know, but the 2 golds that I have pulled, which were autographs, I wasn't watching it live when they got pulled. So there is something to it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Wes said that as well, that, always seems to happen when you don't watch. But
well, it's kind of this element with me is because 100%. I get it shipped to Dad as well, like, because the other thing is, obviously, most Whatnot people will send you something, like they will dispatch something if you don't get anything.
Yeah.
But I've had
it's called a skunk package.
I had an NXT pack turn up the other day.
So I don't know what's going to be in it, but I paid $3 for Jerry Lawler, so I may have some random stuff. I may have hit a Jerry Lawler something or other. But yeah, I had Lawler. I've again gone for the usual Mosh and Thrashers. Again, like just a couple of bucks. So yeah, nothing major, but yeah, just a little bit of a dabble here and there, really.
Decent.
Chris, what have you been up to?
Too much. I again, like Dave said, I would be here another 2 hours if
just like spread it out. So
I'm gonna
spread
5
weeks.
It out, and definitely. So I'll do a few. So I've been quite a busy boy behind the scenes on Slam Attacks Chrome.
Oh,
if you can believe it.
Never.
So, first one is I completed my Thank You Taker inserts, the green ones.
Mate.
Remember
that?
Yes. Yeah, we saw that.
PSA 9 on that one, in the bag, done. Cool. I've then added a lot of greens and yellows. So, I'm gonna list it really quick. I won't be taking questions. I won't be taking questions.
Okay. Okay, this isn't a question. This is a statement. Is it?
Okay.
Yeah, fucking listen to me. It's a statement.
No, I'm not going to. I was gonna say before you get into it, is this buying with Brian Lyons, or are you now? Is this buying cards with Brian Lyons?
No, it's not Brian Lyons. It's Dave.
Oh, Dave Nagel.
No,
this is neither of them.
No, I just wondered because obviously he was like your.
Oh yeah, no. So Dave Nagel is my normal Slam Attacks Chrome guy, but I think I might have cleared him out. I'm not sure.
It's like a drug baron. he's my normal go-to.
He was dry.
He's my dealer.
Anyway, right, go on. Right, so Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Io Shirai finisher, Edge, Green Edge pay-per-view booster. Asuka Icons insert, Bobby Lashley 100 Club, Shinsuke Nakamura. So they're all green. Nice. And then yellows.
So I'm getting half of them, right?
You are, certainly not. I'll be honest, Dave, I did first of all check and I was hoping that I already had those edge greens, but I don't, so sorry.
It's fine.
And then yellows, we got Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins and Bayley. They're the pay-per-view boosters. Then I got Trish, Brett, Ultimate Warrior, Lacey Evans, Zelina Vega, Kieran Cross, Ember Moon, Mandy Rose, and your boy, Ivar.
Okay. Not our boy, bloody
Wes' boy. But he's in turn, that makes him our boy.
Yeah.
And most of those were only priced at like $199, $299. There was a couple a little bit more expensive ones, but I feel like I just was like, these don't pop up that often, so I'm just going to do it.
Just grab them, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's Somerset's Chrome. Slow burn one for me, the cover shots. Do you remember these?
Yeah.
Picked up Lita.
Very slow burn.
Very slow. Well, I'm nearly there.
Nice.
It's because I'm tight, mate. So Lita she's, you've got ones on Buy It Nows for like $100. I picked her up for $10. So that's a good one.
Which is the correct price for them, I must say.
That's it. Yeah. So I need
no more than like 20.
Yeah. No.
Like at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've got 3, maybe 4 left to get. So probably take me another year. And then the last one's, again, I've kind of already spoke about it, sealed wax order. So we picked up my missus the F1 cards, myself the undercard Prism box. I also picked up one single hobby pack of Prism and managed to pull an auto out of that, so that was good.
Mate, and when I saw that on your YouTube, I was like, no way, that one pack. Like I said,
one pack. I've missed that. What did you pull?
So, on your latest video, yeah. It's,
so I actually
spoilers. You can tell me.
It wasn't a massive order or anything. It was Stevie Richards, but it was just
that's cool.
Still cool. Like
it's the fact that you were going to rip a box and you had this random pack that you done first, and they're like the auto from the box. Like, what?
But it's kind of thanks to Dave and my mate Aaron, because they've been the guinea pigs for buying the single packs from sports trading cards. So I was like, these guys have had luck in the past, so I'm going to go for it. And I had that luck. So.
Hager 25, didn't I, from a single from them? So
yeah. So
it's just nice that they don't fuck around with the packs.
Yeah, we can 100% say that they do not fuck around with the packs.
And that's nice of them to do that, to be honest, because I always go, do I? But,
when I see things on eBay is when I'm like, no, but when it's a, place like sports trading, don't get me started on that.
Thing is, though, the thing is, negative point to them, they are overpriced.
They are ever so slightly overpriced.
However, when you get stuff like this, well done to them.
If you're not medal, then exactly that, yeah.
Yeah, like, I equally, if someone's doing something right and someone's doing something wrong, you can call it out equally.
And I will say in favour of sports trading cards, I actually they had a card show at one of the weekends, and I messaged and said, like, guys, I need this sent, and they did it there, and then I got like a shipping notification in like 20 minutes. So I did appreciate that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they emailed me back straight away and that kind of thing. So
yeah, no, good on them. Good on them.
So F1 cards, Prism undercard, then the one hobby pack, a Select Blaster, which I won't say what I got in that. That video will be out this week. Mm-hmm. And then this was it wasn't from sports trading cards, 6 boxes of Slam Attacks Chrome. So yeah. Okay. That's on offer at the moment. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't when it's on offer. I just feel like I have to, pick up a few. So
that's more than
resisted a case. I resisted a case. So.
Well, okay, fine. That's are they on offer the usual places? Are they? Where did you get it from? Blowout?
From Blowout, yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I've never bought anything from them, actually.
It's not quite as cheap as it was before, but it's still cheaper than when Topps bought them out over here. So, yeah.
Fab, nice.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's my lot to a degree.
You got your fix.
We'll talk more Prism next week.
Yeah.
Prism next week.
Should we do a Prism intermediate episode, the 20-minute, just to top off all the Prism stuff?
Me and Dave could tell you our PCs.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I need these weeks, to be honest, because like if I didn't, it'd be like, no, I haven't bought anything because I've just spent X amount of camels, and I can't spend any more camels because it's ridiculous. So no, I'm eking all of this out now for the next 5 weeks, I think. Yeah. So, yep, happy days.
Agreed. Cool. Right. Now, on to our top 5 for this week, which I chose. And I chose auto inscriptions. So, something that they've put on there that's not on your normal, run-of-the-mill autograph. So,
yes.
Who is going to start us off? Jamie, are you okay to start us off on this one?
Yeah, let's go for it. So just a real quick thing. So Ava Rain now only signs her name as Ava with like childlike handwriting. Does Ava Rain on my top pinning the instant count as an inscription? If so, can I include it?
Not on a top loader.
Not unless she... Yeah, true.
Oh dear.
Maybe if she'd done like a little rain cloud or something,
You say this. There is going to be an honourable mention of PC Gets at the end of this. we've seen this week on our Facebook site. So we'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah, no worries. Cool, right. So yeah, back to my top 5. So I think there's more inscriptions now than there was before. I think it's definitely more a modern thing, isn't it, as opposed to a vintage thing. So
yeah, I think so.
So yeah, first of all, I'm going to again mention Corey Danhausen. Now there was obviously his one's a very nice, very evil inscription. Now it doesn't appear on all of them. I don't know what level would they appear on, but again, I think that's probably his first auto as well, isn't it? The very nice, very evil one that he did.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh no, the major one was before.
Right. Okay. So this is his second
auto.
Yeah.
That was before. Yeah.
Yeah. So so Danhausen, very nice, very evil at number 5. Now you're going to be upset this one, Lloydie, but I put Booker T at number 4.
I still can't believe you did this. I told you to change it as well, and you're like, okay, and you changed it, to 4. I was like,
I was keeping your toes. So we'll see what happens in the top 5. Okay. But Booker T's in there. This one is from the Cross the Line set, and he's written on their first Legends Champ, which is a bit of a crap title at the time, wasn't it? Really, a bit like this new Cody belt. It's going to be. The Legends belt was a bit of a shit.
He's still number 5. Like, I don't care what he's saying on it.
Well, he's number 4.
He's number 5. It's going to be number 5 in our thing. So don't matter.
Oh dear. If I put it at number 1, would you still put it at number 5?
Yeah,
yeah. It'd still be number 5. Okay, I'm pairing them up for future.
Booker T is in the top 5. He's 5.
It's a 2 to 3 vote every time.
So okay, Booker T then at number 4, potentially 5.
Yeah, 4 for you now, and it will be 5. But yes.
Number 3, Topps Chrome 2015, Charlotte Flair. Early Charlotte cards with all her woos at the end of them. She seemed to do that a lot, and then she obviously realised that she was signing shitloads more when she got to main roster. And then stopped wooing them. Crap. But early Charlotte Flairs on NXT runs all have woo on them. So if you want to get a Charlotte also, go for those ones. But Chrome 2015 is the one that I've gone for. Number 2. Now, this is one that I didn't originally have on the list. So I originally had another one of Lloydie's favourites, Dolph Ziggler, on the list. And he sort of had his inscription on there. But I bumped him off the list for this. The show-off one, yeah.
Well, it was the Hollywood hunk you put on it, but it's
yes. Yeah. So, but this one, when I was looking for some Leaf inscriptions, cropped up on eBay, and this is a Leaf Mike Tyson, so it's on card, but he's actually written DX Suck It on there, which is actually quite a nice inscription.
It's quite cool.
But I will note that he has crossed out, for some reason, he spelled Suck It wrong or DX wrong, and he's crossed it out, then overwritten over the top of it. So there may be some negative points on that, but...
Well, my thing with this one, Jamie, is it a wrestling card or is it a boxing card?
One to debate for the Mega 5.
That's the thing.
So yeah, Mike Tyson, DX Suck It. Number 1.
Potentially, not even a boxing card, a celebrity card.
Yeah. Celebrity card, yeah. Okay, well, he's in the Hall of Fame, though, so...
I think the set, though, was like a multi-sport set, wasn't it, Jamie?
Yeah, I think it's the same as the rest of the Leaf ones, isn't it?
To be honest, I think this debate's going to come up with a lot of us.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
And then number 1, now, this man has done so much for Leaf over the years. He has been pumping and dumping so much on Leaf. Ric Flair, this is from the 2013 set. And this is him inscription, to be the man, you got to beat the man. I don't think you can get any better Ric Flair quote than that, written full out as an inscription. On
we'll see. We'll see. Just wait.
Nonetheless.
You ting that one up there, James.
At the moment, I think I really enjoy Ric Flair's Leaf stuff. He always does them properly. And even like the sticker ones, like he always does a decent auto on them. So, like we've always said, the legends always... have good autos, don't they?
They just get it.
Yeah, they get it. Yeah, they really do.
So, other than the Booker T at number 4, pretty much a self-standard sort of normal list there for you. So, Lloydie, since we just mentioned that, then I'll go to you for your top 5 then.
Okay. So, number 5, Johnny Gargano, Topps Finest 2020 DIY inscription. So... I have this. so it's quite self-serving.
Okay.
There's 2 on my list that are self-serving, which I have. So fuck it, it's my list. But Johnny Gargano always signs. It does inscriptions. Anything with 77 on it, that's his favourite number. So this was 77 out of 99. It's in the green, and he's put a little hashtag DIY on it, which is lovely. I love it.
I didn't realise he did that. So every 77, did you say that?
Yeah.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, every 77. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Know until Dave said it before. Yeah.
So basically, this was when I was on the Major Figure Wrestling podcast in lockdown, and more to that to come later on in my list. Someone was selling it on there, and they put the card up for sale, but they also put the chat they had with Johnny Gargano about it.
Right.
And he explained that 77 is his favourite number, and every time he has a 77, he'll do a little extra on it, basically.
That is really cool. So, I'm going to keep an eye for that. Come a bit of a.
I think I overpaid for the card, but it's a cool thing to have in the PC. And it was my first inscription thing that I ever bought. So it's really cool. I think it's really cool. Number 4 is a bit out there. So I got to say her name right, because I don't want to piss off Joshi fans out there. So Mio Watanabe. So it's BBM Women's 2023. So basically, and I think this is going to get disqualified, because I don't think it's in an inscription. But the way that it can be explained is that the ladies in Japan don't normally sign with a signature. They put on like a symbol or something, because it's that's what they do.
It sounds kawaii, yeah, very kawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hers looks like a kangaroo fucking a building. So it does.
I would just like to point, I have seen it, and I would like to point out that you are the only one who saw that.
Yeah.
Which, we wouldn't want it any other way. So.
No, yeah, but it does look like a kangaroo it does. It does. So regardless of it being disqualified for not really being an inscription, but I think theoretically, aren't all Japanese Joshi cards inscriptions?
I think, they're all inscriptions, aren't they? Yeah. They are. Yeah, I take that.
So, but that one, perfect. And I will be getting it at some point within my PC. It's a kangaroo fucking a building. It's a massive kangaroo or a really small building. It's either one, and I can't decide which, but it's brilliant. And we laugh about it much in the ATP. So fantastic. Number 3 is Matt Cardona, actually. Major Figure Wrestling podcast. We've already spoken about the Dolph Ziggler one. I have the Matt Cardona one, the WCW tribute card on there. So when those cards came out, a couple of people did inscriptions. Chelsea was one, and Matt was another.
Was one.
So I got Matt to sign Turmoil Terminators Forever. So this is to do with the Figure Wrestling Foundation, the FWF that they had via lockdown. And to be honest, like that for me, like lockdown was a very depressing time. But that's when the Major Figure Wrestling podcast was shining bright, because obviously,
absolutely,
and a lot of time and effort went into the FWF. And I think Brian Lilly had a breakdown, and Matt Cardona went full Al Pacino and started chewing the scenery. It was brilliant. It was
really cool.
It was very entertaining, and to have that as a card on a card really does make me smile when I see it, because it's very much an encapsulation of time frame of a very shit time, but it does make me smile anyway. Number 2 is Randy Orton, Panini Impeccable, stainless stars, blue out of 49, multiple inscriptions. He's put one of one on there. Apex Predator, not Hall of Fame. He's put loads of stuff on there. Legend Killer, all of the bits and pieces that you expect him to do. So no, really cool. And to be honest, I knew that Chris was going to put the other Randy Orton card in his top 5. So
because it's cooler.
So I thought I'd put this one in there. So one of which will probably go in. So I only did it because I knew you were going to do the other one, mate. So there you go.
At first, I had both of them in there.
Oh, really?
Then I decided, actually, I'll take one of them.
There you go. Number one, and I will fight you for this to be at number one in the Mega 5. Ric Flair Leaf Sports Heroes 2013 pink ribbon inscription. Save the boobies! Woo! Woo! Save the boobies! So this is I'd
never seen this until you said.
Oh, really? So yonks ago, Gordo said that if you ever do an inscription, this one has to be on the list.
Yeah.
And I said to him underneath, I got you, brother. And Gordo, a man of my word, fuck that little shit that you PC. But I will say, when it comes to saving the boobies, I got you 100%. So yeah, it's a brilliant card.
There's a good card.
It's a brilliant card.
I was like, whoa. Yeah, I don't. So what was that part of? Just the Leaf set, or was it a special edition charity one? Or
no, it's Sports Heroes 2013 pink ribbon. So I think it's just they did a set.
Breast cancer, nice, really cool.
It's out of 25 as well. 24 out of 25. This one was.
Okay, nice.
So I don't know what the other ones say.
So I did, obviously, when I was looking through, like, Flair does, obviously, on these Leaf ones, do quite like put styling and profile and all this sort of thing, but I'd never seen that one, so, yeah. Save the boobies.
Man. Save the boobies.
What does he mean?
Save them.
Save them from what?
Cancer.
Oh, no, right.
Pink
I'm
ribbon.
being stupid. Yeah, no, I get it now. I was just thinking boobies. I'm like...
From Ric Flair.
Yeah,
from Ric Flair.
In general.
Save them for Ric Flair.
Save them for Ric Flair more.
There you go. There you go. Well, from one stupid thing that I've said to another, we will start with my top 5. Now, I'm going to go into number 5.
It's TBC.
It's TBC because it got disqualified because it's... Well, let me tell the story. So,
mate, we've just greenlit a kangaroo shag in a building. Like, no. Much that
this one is even no.
Okay.
So this one, when we're doing this now, we share a lot of images in our group chat.
Yeah,
and it is. I don't know if you guys use it, but if you ever need to just look for some sort of card, it's a great place to look because it goes back so long. Now, at one point, we've obviously spoken about inscriptions before. We posted all these inscriptions, and Jamie put up an inscription from the War Booty ones. Were they from Championship Clash?
No, these are Raw's War.
Raw's War,
yeah.
And it's a Triple H card, signed Triple H, and then there's an inscription of the game, and I was like, "Oh, that's amazing card."
Oh yeah, I remember.
Got to be on there.
Yeah.
But no, it was Jamie's amazing Photoshop skill.
Yes. So, I during lockdown, people were getting involved, and I was obviously doing a bit of Photoshop here and there. And I thought this idea of creating cards that never existed that were supposed to exist. So there was supposed to be a Triple H War Booty card, but he obviously, tore his leg to shreds, and it was obviously off for a year. And obviously never sent his back, so they never existed. But so sorry, dude, that doesn't exist anywhere.
Okay.
But
nice try.
if you wanted to, however, I'm going to give you a bit of a bargain chip here.
Okay.
The following set, if you did get a Triple H Redemption, you got sent the All Access Triple H Auto, which was on the actual ring canvas, and that does say Triple H the Game.
Oh, okay. So I'll take it.
So if you want to put that in, that was what was given back to you as a result.
Excellent. Cool. There you go.
So there you go.
So that one that I've never seen at number 5. Number 4, sticking with the Flairs, they just get it, don't they? Yeah. They just get it. Charlotte Flair, Charlotte Flair, 1 of 1 from Immaculate, and it is a woo. So we've got a long woo on there, 14 times. So I just thought it was pretty cool. And as I said, they both just get it. A lot of. As Jamie said, obviously yours, Jamie, was from the 2015, wasn't it? Yeah. So back then she used to do it a lot. Now, not so much. sorry, Jamie's just sent me this. I have seen that card before. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, that is really cool. Really, really cool. Although the picture of Triple H, he looks like he's taking a dump or something. It does. Cool. So yeah, number 4 for Charlotte Flair. Oh, sorry. No, I was just saying. So back in the day, she used to do all these woos and the inscriptions, and it seems to have dropped off. But now so this one I just thought was cool because it's the 101, because it's a high end set. Just a very cool card. Next one is the Revival. So before they were FTR. Now this is a card that I got from El Presidente himself, Mr. David Lloyd, in a trade that is ongoing trade. Ongoing trade. Things change. Things are changing.
Yeah, the landscapes are changing.
You're doing your own stuff up there, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much. I just so this is when they were the Revival, and the inscription is FTR. Now I just thought this was really cool because it's from, I want to say 2018 Undisputed.
Yeah, something like that.
It's 18 or 19.
Yeah.
And it was when they obviously weren't using FTR on TV or anything, were they? It was the Young Bucks and on BTE and stuff like that. It was it was what it was.
Forever the Revival, didn't
Forever the Revival, but that's not what everyone else said.
It was FTR, get it.
Yeah.
FTR, get it.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing.
So I just thought it was cool that they did that even back then. So yeah. Number 2 is the one that Dave mentioned, the Randy Orton Immaculate. So this is the years one. So this is 2004.
Yep.
It's 2-4, so it's numbered to 4.
Yep.
And then he's signed it. So he's got his autograph, and then he's got 4 inscriptions around the signature, which are RKO, Viper, Apex Predator, and WWE 2004.
Yep.
It's just an insane card. It's
he's got it. He's been on the shelf, hasn't he, this past year, and thought, "Fuck it, I've got a lot of time in my hands. I'm going to do these cards properly." And he's done really well this past year.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not sure he's obviously done it on purpose, kind of thing. I think he's just done it because, not he's done it because he's been off. He's got all the time in the world to do this kind of stuff. Yeah. I think it's more of he's done it because maybe that's the way he sees one of ones and stuff like that should go. Yeah. The odd card should actually go.
Actually get something really cool.
Yeah. And I think good on him. I don't know. I think thing is, if other people did it, would it devalue, it happening? I always think though, for example, you get a special card and even if it's on a sticker, and half of it's been missing. John Cena cards, for example, right? And then you get a John Cena card out of 5, and half of the autograph is missing.
It's fucking not there.
And it's just shit. But you know what I mean? The other way is if everyone did this and all the cards were covered with inscriptions. I don't know. I look at the Japanese cards and I think some of the girls just go fucking insane, right? With what they do. And I just think, well, does that then devalue what you're getting as well?
Does it sort of dilute it a little? But
yeah,
I think right now it seems like a few people are doing it every now and again. Yeah. You see an MVP do it, a few others, and it does seem like they're doing it on these one-on-ones higher end cards.
Yeah.
So.
I think if it's relevant as well, though, some of these TNA ones and stuff, there's some right random shit like McCain 08 and all this sort of stuff. It's just pointless. If it's relevant to you, as a wrestler and what you're doing, I don't see any issue with it. I think if you can do it on the, the low numbered ones that mean something, then that's
I'm sure isn't Booker T done Obama?
Yeah, Obama.
I'm sure he did.
But that's why this one for me makes more sense than the one Dave chose, because it's numbered to 4. It's got the 4 little inscriptions. It's and what I wanted to say about that blue one is, and you answered it actually already, Dave, did he just write 1 of 1 on that Stainless Stars one just because that's the only one of the 49 that he's done that to?
Probably.
Okay. Then that one is still very cool.
I don't know. Thing is, mate, I knew that you were going to go for the other one because I know you love those cards. So I thought, right, I'll go for the blue one because I'm pretty sure you won't select the blue one. but they're both insane. You know what I mean? They're both like we're not used to that from Randy. So at the end of the day, it's all positives because at least he's doing them occasionally now. As well as he's done them on the high end products as well. Like one of them was impeccable, the other one was immaculate. Well, no, were they both impeccable?
They were immaculate.
No,
well, one of them was immaculate. I
think they were both impeccable.
Oh, seems they come out so close together, didn't they?
The dated ones were impeccable, and the stainless steel ones were impeccable.
The one before, weren't they? In that case, maybe, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they were both impeccable. But regardless, he's done it right.
Yeah. He's done it right while he's been off.
Fantastic. You know, happy days. Maybe he wouldn't have done. To your point, Jamie, maybe he wouldn't have done it if he wasn't off.
No,
if he had, very true.
Yeah. Maybe
they may well have been
going back on the because he always liked a bit of the puff, didn't he? And Riddle's his old mate, so he's probably there going, "What can I write on this shit?"
So that leaves me just number one to do, which is our Good Buddies OTP, the Card Foundation podcast. They did their own cards for a while, and they did us our very own ATP versions that all had inscriptions. Now, my favourite of the lot was where they called us a bunch of wankers, because I'm still convinced they don't know what that means, or they like to play on the fact that they don't know what it means. But Dave, they actually sent all the cards to you, and you were very generous and sent us all like a card or two.
So they did one of the last ones they did was a run for the national, like a special card. Mm-hmm. So I needed one anyway. So I asked Johnny, because obviously being Johnny quite close, I said, look, can you do them for the ATP? But I just want a plain one. But can you just bastardize the rest for the ATP and just go fucking wild and see what happens, please? And he said, yeah, fine, leave it with me. So bless him, he did. He also sent some plain ones as well over to us as well. So as well as the inscriptions. So, but the inscriptions ones were bob on, really. So thank you very much, Johnny, for sorting that for us. You've got them as well. That's really cool, man.
Yeah. So yours is different to mine, Chris. I think. Yours
is mine says CFP equals number one, and then at the bottom it's ... bunch of wankers.
Yeah.
And mine just says wankers with like a thinking bubble over the top. And it's got United States flag on it, just USA.
Yeah, it's nice. So that's a combination of, obviously they did. Danny and Johnny both did that. So.
Really
very cool. Very cool. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, the reason I put these at number one is because when we first got eyes on these, we were all creasing up. We were all, really, really funny day. And it was just really cool, wasn't it? So
the thing is, we all come from there, basically. I know how our new members are not really, you know what I mean? We're not. So, but the original,
the core. Now,
the original ones, yes.
I have got something written in my notes about that. Does Andrew have one? No. Cool.
No, it was only us.
Okay, cool. He's gone by then.
Yeah, us three, Wes and Tommy.
Yeah.
So the
Sweet.
5.
Right. So, any honourable mentions just before?
Oh, you got to be Trav, haven't we?
Break it down.
Trav's got to be an honourable mention on here for what he's done recently. Amazing. So he sent off 3 cards, 2 of which were numbered. So it's the Nikita Lyons. Oh God, what are they called? Rated rookie. Rated rookie.
Yeah.
That was it. Over to Nikita to see if she would sign them very kindly and send them back. She did, and on one of them it says "Raw" all the way down the side of it. It's very cool, man. It's really, really, really cool.
And someone who just gets it, like he's quite happy to spend a bit of time.
Exactly.
You know, please a fan. This is a nice touch to do, really.
And if Tommy was on here, we could speak about, if we're classing Jossie cards as being inscriptions, we could talk about Jossie cards all fucking night, because some of them are just insanely amazing, weird and wonderful. And really,
the personalization on them. Like, he's obviously he's in Japan at the moment, and he's sending us pictures and, posting pictures and stuff. And some of them are just, wow,
yeah. What so I might personalized. I might put on the episode details and at him and say, Tommy, do these count as inscriptions, and just see what he puts in the reply.
Yeah, you could do. Any other honourable mentions? Can't speak.
I've got a quick one with Jeff Hardy. Obviously, he's lower numbered ones, and obviously his transcendence. He always does like the face and like the initials instead of signing his name. So he does art instead of his name. But whether or not you want to count that or not.
Yeah, I mean, I had on my shortlist actually a 1-of-1 Superfractor from Finest 2021, and he's done like a little picture and a JH and stuff. Really cool.
Yeah, so no, other than that, I haven't got any more ones to add. There are a few select people who do inscriptions, and then there's a bunch that don't. And I think, especially with there's a lot less on-card releases now, obviously Panini, a lot of it is, unless it's high-end, it's all stickers. So you're not going to get as many, are you? So it's getting more and more limited, really.
Yeah. Cool, right. Let's go over to the countdown clock and try and work this out.
Boom. Top 4 coming up.
About does it. So who wants to start us off? Any suggestions for number 5?
So I think it's really easy this week, because you have to group them together, because there's so many who are similar. So number 1, Ric Flair. Both of his cards.
Ric Flair, Leaf.
Ric Flair, yeah.
Leaf Ric Flair. Yeah. Or just both the cards we mentioned, or Leaf Ric Flair, whatever you want to say. Number 2 is Orton with his 2 cards.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Charlotte Flair, with all the woos in the world. Woo! Boobies! Number 4, I reckon CFP. Yeah. You got to put the
They
CFP
were my number
in there.
1, so yeah, I'd like that on there.
And number 5 is obviously Booker T.
So can I be controversial here?
Of course you can.
Oh, go on.
Can I bump Booker T off the list and put Johnny Gargano in because of all his inscriptions on number 77? I had no idea.
Why don't you put him at number 7, Jamie?
6. 6.
Yeah. That is something I never realised, and I'm pretty actually the fact that he does that every time 77 comes up.
Okay.
Booker T's had his fill.
This is the one time we're going to take Booker T off of number 5,
and
only
also,
the one time.
The fact it's first Legends champ as well, it doesn't always add up to. It's a Booker T inscription.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you like the Johnny Gargano.
I just didn't know he'd done it at every 77. That's blown me away, and I'm going to look out for them now, because I'm going to try and pick up a couple, especially fully loaded.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool.
I've never seen any other 77 of his, to be honest. So I can't say I agree to what he actually said is true, but I'd imagine it is.
Yeah,
it's this little thing that he does.
He does.
It makes sense, doesn't it?
I did see on Twitter a couple of weeks ago. He also does a thing when he goes to a city. He actually signs a figure and puts it back on the shelf in Target after buying it, autographed. Cool. I think that's a cool little touch as well, you know.
Yeah. The thing is, how many of them have probably been thrown out? Like,
fucking someone's written on this. Right. Reduction. Yeah.
Shit ass kids, you know.
Slapping their thighs.
You know what I mean? But yeah, no, that's cool. I like that Johnny Gargano card. It's my first inscription, my first foray into the world of inscriptions as well, to be honest. So I love that card. I think it's cool.
Cool. So what we settling on? We're settling on Flair at 1.
So Ric Flair at
Ric Flair's boobies number 1.
Woooooobies.
Woooooobies.
Jesus.
Flair number 1, Orton at number 2, Charlotte Flair at number 3, CFP with a load of wankers number 4, and then number 5, Johnny G.
Johnny G.
Johnny G 77 Club.
Yeah, 77 Club. Nice. In the book, done.
In the book.
Cool.
Romeo, right, nice. Well done, boys. That was a nice easy.
Mate, that's a throwback and a half, isn't it?
Me and my mates say that all the time.
Romeo.
And no one. The good thing about that is you guys knew what it meant, and usually I say it to my kids, and they're like, "Oh, I'm a kid," and he's like, "What?"
Romeo done. We're street, we're cool, you see.
Yeah.
Well, that pretty much about sums us up. We are Romeo. Cool, right, Jamie, you're our plugs, man.
Cool, right. So,
before the plugs, next week. You got to do next week.
Yeah, I'll incorporate that. Don't worry, we'll incorporate that.
So, I can't do all the plugs this time because we've got a new man on the social feeds, and I'm sure he'll let us know all about it. And he's a little bit of a story. So, so the usual plugs on Instagram. You can find us at Squared Circle Relics Pod on Instagram. We're getting ever closer to 200 Club. So, if you haven't liked the feed yet, head over to our Instagram and give us a follow on there. Again, we're going to be putting obviously our card images on there for the sets that are coming out. So have a look on there. If you want to find me on Twitter, I'm at Jamie Stocker on Twitter. Again, interact with me on there, and I'm always doing wrestling card bits and pieces on there, which is always good. If you're not in the Facebook group yet, head over to our Facebook. Search for Squared Circle Relics on the Facebook feed. Join the group, join the chat, join the Liberator of the Week, join the fun. Wrestling Card Wednesday, we've got a nice little bunch of guys on there as well. So head over to that. And again, look out on the group this week for pre-orders. If you aren't on Facebook, again, we'll be putting it on all the other socials as feed with how you can pre-order the shirts and our cards. So exciting couple of weeks. So that's me done for the plugs, really.
Decent, right. Dave.
Well, do you want me to add? We have a new social media platform. Some people might know it. I don't know. It's this thing called Twitter. It's got a little blue thing.
This
somewhere.
new platform.
Yeah. Elon Muskie.
Not a Scooby.
He barred me.
Within hours.
Within 48 hours, for some reason, I got a block.
One post.
Three different posts, and I for some reason I got a block, so I had to sort that out. That was a bit weird from a platform who's actively trying to get Donald Trump back onto it. For fuck me, you know what I mean? Come on, little old me, Jesus. I didn't think I was that bad, but hey. All sorted out now. We are on Twitter, so CSR Pod, so at CSR Pod. I was quite surprised I could get that handle, actually. I was like, woohoo! So, I pretty much post every day, bits and pieces, try to align it with the Instagram and our Facebook, what's going on our Facebook as well, and the world of cards as well. So it's been a bit of an eye-opener. Trying to keep up with everything is... difficult when it's so fluid, but no, I've enjoyed it. I'm on there, so if anyone wants to reach out, please, that's the other platform you can get me. I am on Instagram, but
we've doubled up your opportunities now, haven't you?
No.
You know what I mean. So D_Lloydie boy on Insta. Nobody loves me.
Unless you're going to get someone message you go, would you like us to promote your new album on Spotify? 1 million likes. Coming soon, a new Squared Circle album.
But it's been nice. It's been like on the Twitter side, it's been very like positive with the people we've been chatting to and stuff like that. So that's been quite cool. So long may that continue. We've been meaning to do it for bloody ages, haven't we? And none of us have had any time to get it done. So I thought, right, just do it and see what happens. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's going all right at the minute.
Excellent.
That's me.
Right. So I will say now, Dave. So our top 5 for the next episode is going to be fully loaded. So it was Jamie's pick a fair few months ago now.
It's about 3 months ago now.
Yeah. But I'm sure it'll be a good one because fully loaded is a great set or, a couple of sets. So yeah, looking forward to that one. And our big topic, we're still kind of navigating what's coming out, if there's going to be anything released by the time we do another one. But we'll have something for the big topic regardless.
We always do.
Of course. And just lastly from me, check out YouTube, Cambridge Trading Cards. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It started to go up really quick, and now it's kind of died off a little. But latest videos on the Prism Undercard, the Hobby Pack as well. Then we'll have some Select Blasters and Topps Chrome Slam Attacks, if you can believe it. I opened my final box of it the other day. And yeah, really, really good box. Really good box.
You cry. We were like, no.
Well, I only opened it because I'd ordered some more, so I was like, right, it's not my last box anymore. But yeah,
you also done some stickers, I think, last week. I saw as well.
Yeah, some Raw versus NXT versus SmackDown. So I liked that era of it's. I think they're from about 2017. I really enjoyed that era of like NXT and stuff. So. Some cool ones in there
when
as
NXT was good.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Cool. Right. I think that's us all about done for today.
Yeah, 100%. I think.
Shall we join us say your goodbyes?
Yeah. Enjoy your Bank Holiday Monday, guys. See you later.
Yes, absolutely.
Bye.
And fuck John Cena. Boobies.